What has turned into the Avengers Doomsday portion of this show is going to continue this week. Allegedly, the whole plot leaked this past week on the internet. As people saying, it all leaked. Okay, cool. So this is your fucking warning, guy. Steve and Thor are heading back to the TVA, but when they get there, the TVA is done. They've been wiped out, and Loki's heart has been yanked out of his body. And who did that? Motherfucking Doom. Sadie Sink's gonna be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, right? We've heard her. She's rumored to be playing everybody, dude. Everybody, right? Anyone who has any female, she's rumored to be playing. But the one that keeps coming back up is Jean Grey. Who the fuck is Jean Grey? She is an Omega level telepath, the highest tier. Her telepathic abilities have no limits. When she's bonded with the Phoenix Force, I mean, dude, she can create enough cosmic energy to incinerate an entire star system, which she did in the Dark Phoenix saga. She can resurrect herself and others from death. Yeah.
So those things you just mentioned, she can obliterate a star system. A star system, right?
Yep. Yeah, not one star.
You're right. Imagine if Phoenix / Jean and Wonder went ape shit at the same time.
Oh my God, dude. The whole multiverse, it's done.
It's done.
No more comics.
Right.
DC too. Yo, you take those two, Justice League, Superman, I don't give a fuck what kind of red-eyed Superman you're gonna bring in. Jean and Wanda together,
right?
It's a wrap. Yep. Everybody go home. All right. Welcome to Only Comics. I'm Mike. That's Adrian.
What's up?
Oh, you fucked it up. Hit 2.
Oh.
Try that again. I'm Mike. That's Adrian.
What's up?
Bam, look at
there
that.
You go.
Now the double wide.
Oh, shit.
There we go. Now, I will tell you this. That is no indication as to how the show's going to go. You never know. It would be fumbling all over the place today. Right. Anyways, what's up, dude? How we doing?
A little better. I was, last week, I don't know, I got something.
Oh,
I was
shit,
just down and out, for a little bit.
Damn.
And fucking, there's a big difference in like Theraflu, which I normally take during the winter.
Yeah.
And NyQuil, any NyQuil product.
Okay.
That shit, it's almost like a tranquilizer. Or
something. Yeah, it should put you under, dude.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to do anything.
Right, for like a whole day.
Anything, the whole day, right.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck, man?
Damn.
So,
well, you're back. You're feeling better?
Yep.
You ready for Only Comics?
Let's do it, man.
Dude.
Always ready for that.
Oh, of course, bro. I'm feeling great. I'm back in the gym, Adrian. I went to the gym yesterday. Now, it's one day. Yeah, but my mind is focused on this right now.
Okay.
No, I was doing these damn bee venom treatments, right? I'm highly
right.
And brother, it fucked me up for days, so it really screwed up my schedule. But now this is my last weekly one. Then I go once every 4 weeks. So I'm back at it, dude. I felt great. I know I'm gonna be sore today, but
so unlike Peter Parker, you're not turn into a full spider. You're not gonna turn into a full bee.
I don't know. I can't tell yet. I'm not ruling it out. Because the amount of fucking venom that's been injected into me, no diddy, over the last few months is a lot, bro.
Yeah.
It's some Epstein level venom,
Damn.
Those amounts.
Ooh.
Crazy, dude. Speaking of, we're about to go into World War III, so that's cool, right? We're fucking bombing everybody right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude, you know what? Well, that's good. Just when you hear the explosion, fucking get into your basement because the fucking world's going crazy right now.
Damn,
but
dude.
we usually say, Adrian, this is Only Comics brought to you by Only Comics, right? But this week we actually have a real sponsor.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want, flip over to me, dude. This is what we got right here. Oh shit!
Watch that back.
Oh, look at this. So this was sent to us by a company called Numskull. They make these. They also make, you're a Jeep guy.
Yeah.
Know those little ducks that you had in your trunk?
Yeah.
Do they make those types of ducks, but like comic characters, Ninja Turtles, all kinds of shit?
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to try to get some of those sent in. So this episode is actually brought to you by Numskull. They have these quarter arcades. This is a 1/4 scale. This is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time.
Okay.
Turtles in Time. It was an arcade game. And it's an actual replica of the arcade machine.
Nice.
Look at the detail. You got the old kind of, I forget what, CRT screen, whatever they call these. You know, these old school looking screens. Dude, it is a functioning, it is a functioning machine. You can literally play this motherfucker. Dude.
Nice.
Now, this is kind of small, right?
Kinda.
Unless you're 4 years old. But what it also does, if you click this right here, or you can hook up a USB controller and actually play this motherfucker. Now, it's a collector's item, right? Put it on your shelf, looks great. But as you can see, dude, the attention to detail is phenomenal.
Yeah.
4 players, lights up. So if you do want to get one of these, there's a link in the description. These are our amazing new sponsors. Hopefully, send us some more shit, bro. We'll showcase it.
Does the other side have USB connectors so you can actually have 4 people?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Good question. So you pop this open.
Okay.
As you can see, there's 2
and 2.
2 and 2.
Gotcha.
Boom. So 4 motherfuckers can get down on this quarter scale arcade machine. But dude, I just got some shelves in at my house. I have a little studio in my basement now.
Right.
So this is gonna look phenomenal on my shelf. Here it is, Numskull, Numskull, Numskull.com. This is not the only game they have. They got several different games, dude. So I'll put the Amazon link for this one, Turtles in Time, and a few others. So if you like it, order it. If you don't, fucking don't. I don't give a shit.
By the way, so they can order it,
yes.
You got to give them the correct name.
Yes.
It's Numskull, not SQUL.
Correct, yes.
Numskull.
There you go. What he said. So go there. Links in the description. But, dude, I remember I got Super Nintendo for Christmas when I was like probably, 10 years old maybe.
Yeah.
And that was one of the games I had. I didn't have dude, my kids now, and I'm sure your grandson, they got every fucking game that exists.
Right.
They have access to them on streaming. There's so many games at your disposal.
Sure.
Dude, I had 2 or 3 games.
I had one, Pong.
Okay.
That was it. That was it. Big ass cartridge.
Yeah.
Like an 8-track almost. And that was that.
Yep. I mean, yeah, because we're obviously different eras of childhood. But even in mine, there were more games out there, but it was not like today, dude. You had 3, maybe 4. Maybe you rented one from Blockbuster, and you had to. Remember those days? You'd rent the game, and you're like, bro, you ain't gonna beat the game in 3 days. Got to be back in 3 days. Just get a little taste, dude. A little taste.
A little bit.
Anyways, well, that is shout out to our sponsors, Numskull. Check them out. But now we're gonna get into our show, Adrian, and what has turned into the Avengers Doomsday portion of this show is gonna continue this week. Now. Before I even get into this news, I got a question for you, Adrian.
Yeah.
We share a lot of rumors on here.
Yeah.
These rumors, we've been doing this show long enough to know that some of these rumors may come true, may be true, right? We've seen this with we did Deadpool Wolverine. From the minute it was announced till it came out, we had all kinds of rumors that we talked about when we finally saw the movie. Remember us go, oh, we talked about that. Right. We heard that. Or this one didn't happen, right? So would you prefer not to discuss rumors because it could potentially spoil? Do you look at rumors as a potential spoiler? Or do you look at it as dude, let's hear what the fuck they're saying and we'll see what the fuck happens?
Exactly that.
Yeah.
It's entertainment. It's nice to roll something around. It's a good thing, I think.
Got it. I'm asking because I had one guy can you put a spoiler warning on the rumors? They're fucking rumors, guy. It's not a spoiler.
Okay, here we go. Everything we talk about is a fucking spoiler.
There you go. There's your warning, bitch.
The only way you're not going to have spoilers on here is you go to fuck somewhere else.
Nice. You sound like me today.
Jesus.
Anyway, so that being said, we're going to talk about some fucking rumor plot leaks. So allegedly, the whole plot leaked this past week on the internet. As people saying, it all leaked. Okay, cool. So this is your fucking warning, guy. Part of this we heard over the past few weeks was the beginning of the movie is going to feature an incursion. Deadpool, Wolverine are going to be involved. Wolverine and Tobey's Spider-Man are not going to make it. And then we'll see him again in Secret Wars, right? We talked about that. Yep. So that has resurfaced in this whole plot leak. And it's a little deeper now. They say that Beast he has sent these motherfuckers to this other world. So he sent Deadpool and Wolverine to Tobey Maguire's world because there's about to be an incursion. Okay,
so from what world to what world? I'm assuming 616 is in there somewhere.
Not in these two. This would be the X-Men universe.
Okay.
So I don't know what the fuck the number is on it, but but it would be an X-Men universe. Probably where we saw what's her name? Rambeau. Remember she went over to the and wakes up and Beast's lab.
Right.
I would assume that scene probably means something. So I don't know if that's the case, but that's what we're going with.
Okay.
All right. So Beast is they know these incursions are happening, and this sounds a lot like the comic storyline, read a comic, where incursions are happening. There's a group of heroes going around and trying to prevent these incursions. And we talked about this here. Like, dude, if we leave here today, Adrian, we're done recording.
Yep.
And there's another fucking Earth in the sky coming over here, and we have the means to blow that motherfucker up, I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, yeah. It is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
And I go home and eat lunch like it never fucking happened.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Yep.
So that's kind of what has happening here. Beast is like, bro, this shit's about to crash into our world. We're both gone if that happens.
Right.
So fuck it, blow these motherfuckers up.
Yep.
Beast builds a bomb because Beast is he's a character that
Beast is a beast.
He's a beast, dude. Yeah. So we had this segment last week called "Who the Fuck is Odin," right? And I think the theme of it, because I don't want any segment to feel redundant here, right? And Hidden Gem is its own animal.
Sure.
And I wanted this to be more of like a character that is obvious, that's in your face, but you fucking don't know shit about this motherfucker. Right. Odin was one.
Yep.
The one I have today, I think, is the same way. But Beast is another one that everybody knows who Beast is.
Right.
But you don't know what the fuck Beast can do.
Right.
Like you said, he's a beast. So it would make sense that he could build a bomb that could destroy an entire fucking planet.
Sure.
Right? So he builds that, gives it to Deadpool, Wolverine. They go over to this fucking planet. Deadpool gets back. Wolverine stays there, destroys the Earth, and Toby's there as well, destroys him. Boom, beginning of the movie. Sets the stakes pretty high. I'd be cool with that, right?
Sure.
Professor Xavier's watching this with sadness, Adrian, because he's a bleeding heart, right?
Sure.
You're still killing a bunch of people.
Sure.
So you still would feel some type of way about it. But hey, if it's you or me, bro, shit.
It's definitely going to be you.
Exactly. Yep. Loki's involved in this. So Loki, he warns Steve Rogers about the TVA's plan to prune his timeline. And then Loki helps Steve move from his timeline to the timeline of, I got this Earth number for you, Earth 828, which is the home of the Fantastic Four from Fantastic Four First Steps.
Okay.
Be kind of cool. Take Cap from his universe. It's about to be tied, Now, and this is how we start tying all these characters together, right? Cap's got a little baby. Him and Peggy, they're spending 10 years. They've been there 10 years now at this point, allegedly. The post-credit scene from Fantastic Four First Steps with Doom sitting in the Fantastic Four's living room. Now, people online told me they knew exactly what this was. They said, obviously, Franklin's fixing his face so that we could see Robert Downey Jr.'s face.
Oh my God. I actually recently rewatched that, right? Okay. Because I wanted to see that the surfer surfing through the fucking thing scene again, right? But I get to the end and you see Doom coming in. Now you see Sue come in the room and her hands all lit up. Yes. So remember we had a conversation about, was Doom invited or did he break in? So obviously he wasn't invited if she's like about to blow somebody up.
Right.
So
now, but that also doesn't mean that he's there for problems though.
Right.
Right. So, and I think that the way they did that was perfect because we don't really know. Like he's definitely healing his, you don't know that, dude. I mean, Franklin realived his mom because she died. Why the fuck does he give a fuck what this motherfucker's face looks like?
Right. I mean, to him, that might be the way his face looks.
Exactly. He's a little baby, bro. Shit. Yeah. You've seen some ugly people in your life, right?
Yes. Yes.
So anyways, Doom allegedly is there.
Yes.
Doom allegedly is there because he's warning these dudes. He's like, bro, fucking read. There's incursions happening. Our universe is next type shit. And they say that Loki moving Steve from one universe to the other actually triggered that incursion. Allegedly. It is my favorite part. It says, we can tell you that everybody listen, pay attention. We can tell you that there is no link between Doom and Iron Man. You stupid fox. I added that last part in there. And no mention of Kang, which, you know what, at this point, whatever, dude. Whatever. It's like, they're not going to bring Majors back. I'd want them to. As far as the character, it's Kang, bro. Do we really care?
Right.
There's a fight between Avengers and X-Men. We've heard this several times, so that would not be a shock. And then Doom, this is where Doom turns villainous, okay? So Steve and Thor are heading back to the TVA because Steve and Thor link up, and then Steve mentions, I can bring you to see Loki, your brother. He's still alive. He's up there fucking holding the green dicks, right? But when they get there, the TVA is done. They've been wiped out, and Loki's heart has been yanked out of his body. And who did that? Motherfucking Doom. So he was tricking these motherfuckers. And then there's another part of this rumor that Doom actually caused the incursions, doing some fucking experiment, some shit, burnt his face, lost his family, and then went on this mission to rebuild the multiverse as Battleworld. I mean, sounds plausible.
Sure.
I like what I've heard. I wouldn't mind that on screen. I mean, so that is what leaked this past week. Who knows? Could be completely bullshit.
That's a lot, though. That's a lot of detail.
Yeah. Someone on the inside's leaking shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. They didn't tell us anything.
Probably called Marvel Studios.
Right. They're like, yo, put a little test of that script out. See if Mike and Adrian like it.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, Marvel Studios, I approve.
Yeah.
Another rumor about this movie is a big scene that involves Sentry, everybody's favorite meth head, Adrian.
Yeah.
We did a deep dive into his power set not too long ago here. Right. And I mean, this is one of those crazy OP characters. Like there's few characters that are not God level in Marvel in general that are as powerful as our boy Bob here. Right. So this is, I like rumors like this because it gets you thinking. They said that there's a scene that involves Sentry that will be a sequence that hasn't been done in the MCU before. Like, okay, I mean, that. First of all, right there, it gets you thinking because there's been a lot of shit we've seen in the MCU already. And a lot of times things feel rehashed, right? Sure. Like you see something in one scene, like, oh, that reminds me of this movie from whatever. So,
or the superhero fucking when they jump off
the
of
landing,
the superhero landing. We kind of done with that.
Yeah, so I don't think I don't think he's going to be doing the superhero landing. I think that's what they're talking about. So you said they got me all fucking choked up, dude. They said the most impressive moment on paper, nothing like what the Golden Guardian of Good will do in a key scene in the film has ever been done in the MCU. I'll leave it at that. There is no reason for anyone else to feel compelled to spoil it outright. It's epic. So big claim here, but
it sounds when you read that, it sounds to me like something like the equivalent of like the Matrix move back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
That would be cool. Some kind of like groundbreaking kind of scene cinematography.
Yep. That's a good point because at the time that had never been done.
Nope.
And even now, like whenever anybody falls backwards, what do people say? Oh, the fucking Matrix.
Right.
My wife said we were somewhere, I think it was at a game or a basketball game or something, and someone did some kind of back move like that when they were falling down. Right. And so it's like that movie. I'm like, Matrix. Yep.
Matter of fact, I just saw a Madea movie when the son goes off to college and the dad takes him, drives him off to college. And he did that because the son who grew up not in the black neighborhood, right? He goes into like they in Alabama some fucking where. And oh, by the way, this is a spoiler alert.
Oh, look at
that. They go to some bar, like a biker bar, and the kid he doesn't even think anything about it. And everybody's looking at him like, why is this black kid coming in here? And they get into a fight. And then not Madea, because Madea is in the movie, but the husband, right? Is doing. There was a scene where he did the Matrix. Long story short.
Okay. So. And I mean, how many other movies has there been like a scene that pays respect, pays homage to?
Right.
So
thousands.
Absolutely. So to say, I mean, it's a big claim, and it literally could be anything. It could be something, to your point, like a scene, something that's done, in the movie itself from a directional standpoint that stands out.
Right.
Also, his power set is so. Let's say so unique, but so vast. Right. Like if he was a mutant, he'd probably be fucking Omega level.
Yeah.
So what could he do from a display of power that we've never seen before? Dude, who knows? It could be anything.
Split a planet.
Yeah. We've not seen that.
Yeah.
I mean, what if that's a great one. There's these incursions, right?
Right.
What if they ain't got no bomb for this planet and this motherfucker just splits that bitch in half?
Right.
He could do it. He's got, what's the whole thing? Power of 1 million fucking suns or some shit?
Yeah.
I mean, one sun could fuck your planet up.
There's that.
So he's got 1 million of them, bro. Well, if that happens, that was a prediction you heard here. So it's not a spoiler because we ain't seen the fucking movie. but Adrian's just really smart like that.
Yeah, it's just like that.
So another thing, matter of fact, I'm gonna solve another fucking riddle. So you solve that one. We obviously know what's gonna happen. He's gonna stop an incursion. He's gonna destroy a planet, and then he's gonna feel bad about it, and then he's gonna go into the void, and everyone's fucked.
Right.
Oh my god.
Can he create and then turn the void in on himself?
I don't know.
We obviously know he can go into the void.
Yeah.
But can he like fold? Anyway.
In the comics, the void is like an actual entity. It's not just like this fog that brings him into another world. So who knows? But we'll find out in motherfucking December, Adrian. It's March already. Can you believe that shit?
Holy yeah.
10 months away from this motherfucker.
Yeah. I feel them 28 days gone, dude. It's
yeah.
Like,
yep.
Damn.
Craziness. But anyways, we're going to solve another riddle for you guys here. So there has been some rumors about who is Doom's second in command, right? I mean, Doom is a militant type of guy, right?
Sure.
He's always he has an army of Doom bots. He's had armies of, other villains and stuff in the past. And he's the boss, but he's going to have a second in command. So the report is a wizard, okay, not fucking Harry Potter, a wizard that uses a sling ring. Well, just fucking say Doctor Strange, you fucking jackass. Like, come on, seriously? What's it gonna be, Wong?
Could be.
Could be. I mean, I'm saying that, but it could be. Now, I'm basing this off of the comic. Read the comic. Right. In Secret Wars, we've read this. When he's in Battle World, who's Doom's right-hand fucking guy? His sheriff, Stephen motherfucking Strange himself. So, I mean...
Incursion boy himself. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. So why is he his second in command when he's off doing this other bullshit himself?
Because, and that's a great question, in the comics, he knows about the incursions. He talks to Doom and realizes the problem, and he actually aligns himself with Doom to help destroy the other Earth so theirs can survive. And then when Battle World is created, he is one of the few people that knows the truth, but he's done all this dirt with Doom, so he's going to be there and be his sheriff of the entire fucking Battle World. You know how Strange is, dude. Wow. Yep. And good old fucking Steven, dude. They did say he's the biggest threat to the multiverse.
Sure.
I think we'll see that come back up. People always, they forget about these Easter eggs until they come back up, right? There's no direction at all. Dude, I guarantee that fucking statement that he's the biggest threat to the multiverse is going to play into this.
Well, we saw kind of what that meant when, he like crossed his legs and levitated.
Yeah.
And he looked at millions of possibilities of the outcome of Thanos, and he chose one.
Right.
Right. So he can actually do that, obviously, at any time for anything. He can look at millions of possibilities and then take the steps necessary in order to make sure that possibility happens. So that alone, is a big deal.
So you're saying if you're Doom, you want him as your fucking second in command. I mean, why not, dude? Right. He's a beast. Yeah. The next piece of news is something we've heard several times, and only reason I'm bringing it up is it ties into another segment here. So Sadie Sink's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, right? We've heard her. She's rumored to be playing everybody, dude. Everybody, right? Anyone who has any female, she's rumored to be playing. But the one that keeps coming back up is Jean Grey. And I think initially people felt like, why the fuck would Jean Grey make her debut in a Spider-Man movie? And I think the reason why she would make her debut in a Spider-Man movie is because you feel that way. Why the fuck? Have her show up. Would fucking shock everybody. Be crazy, right? Oh my God, what's she doing there? And the thing is they're building in the background this anti-mutant narrative. We saw Wonder Man. Some of y'all still haven't watched it. You couldn't get past the episode. It's moving too slow. It's not enough action. Bro, fucking grow up. No, I'm just playing. Actually, no. Fucking grow up and watch it. It's a great show. But we saw in this, the Department of Damage Control, they're against superpowered people, right? They don't want them in Hollywood. This guy, they're tracking Simon the whole time, right? And the Department of Damage Control is a group that we saw in all these Spider-Man movies. They're going to be in this one, and supposedly they're hunting Sadie Sink's character. But there's these little leakers, bro. They try to like out-leak each other. This other one this past week, Cryptic 4K Qual, he chimes in, or they chime in. I don't know their gender. They chime in and say that Sink is definitely playing Jean Grey. and she has already been confirmed for Secret Wars as well. So why do I say that? Because later on our segment, Who the Fuck Is, we're going to do a Who the Fuck Is Jean Grey? Because would you agree that most people don't understand how vast Jean Grey's power set is?
A lot of people don't understand.
They don't understand it, but they're going to fucking understand today.
But what I'm stuck on is the out leaking. So I got this vision of a row of cow teats.
Cow teats.
Just pouring milk and shit.
Damn.
Anyway.
Not that kind of out leaking, but yeah, it's quite the... What is up with you and cow teats? Though?
I don't know, dude.
Did you...
It's some infantile shit. I don't know.
Have you ever milked a cow?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, a cow is like, I know you grew up in Mississippi. Cows are more of a up north thing, maybe, or I don't know. I see cows all the time up here.
Yeah, so do I.
No, not those kind of cows.
Oh, okay. You mean moo cows?
Yes, yeah, like the cows that have cow teats. Yeah, those ones. Anyways, and shout out to one of our followers who changed their name to House of Cow Teats. You know, we really appreciate that. Dude, there's a new game coming out this year. There's a handful of games coming out. Wolverine games coming out, but there's a Batman, a Lego Batman game. Now, I say that at first sounds like, why the fuck would I want to play a Lego Batman game, right? But this is the trailers I've seen so far, the gameplay, dude, it looks like a phenomenal fucking Batman game. Really? The graphics, yes. So this, I don't know when it drops, but they released a new trailer for it this past week, and they recreated a scene from the first Batman movie. You remember Jack Nicholson's Joker? Right. Remember the scene in the museum with the art where fucking Jack Nicholson's running around dancing, splashing paint, ruining the fucking paintings and stuff, and then Batman shows up, and, you know, that's when he goes, oh, you want to get nuts thing? They did that one. And I'll be honest, dude. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm about to shit on something. I'm a Batman glazer. I mean, look at the attire. Right. I'm a Batman glazer. I am not a big fan of Batman 89. And I think that Jack Nicholson's Joker is fucking overrated. Is that a hot take, bro? Or is it, what do you think? Is that crazy to hear?
No, it's not. I didn't really think about his performance as Joker. I thought at the time he was probably the best Joker that we'd seen, but nothing since. I wouldn't even put him on a scale at this point.
I think it's a great point. At the time,
sure.
Yeah, what did we have? We had the Cesar Romero from the Adam West one,
right?
Which was great for that show. I mean, I think Cesar was great, but this was the only movie version of Joker we've had. It wasn't bad, but I don't think it's aged that well. I think that we got a little over glazing on it because it was Joker. Right. It's like Joker's so amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah, no. It's definitely not a Heath Ledger moment.
Hell no. I like how you got it right this time.
Yeah, I had to think about it. Use my words, Mike.
Right?
Gotta use my words.
Nice. So I'm gonna say I think that was probably one of the worst scenes they could have recreated for this trailer. Like, bro, give me the fucking Joker bank heist scene from Heath Ledger's version. Like, give me something else. Give me this fucking stupid dancing, ruining paint fucking bullshit. Anyways, so I didn't like it. Dude, we were talking not a while back, probably a few months ago, about the Warner Brothers Discovery deal, right? Remember Paramount was going to buy them, and Netflix swooped in, and everybody's losing their mind. Netflix is going to ruin it. Oh my God. Well, guess what? Netflix stepped out, and Paramount Skydance is now merged with Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way, dude. So one of the big issues that people are having with this is David Ellison. He's the CEO of Paramount Skydance. He has multi-layered connections to Donald Trump. And the reason why people have an issue with this is they're afraid that forget about whether it's Trump or whoever, the political tie in general, is that going to impact the content?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, once you get to a certain level, the people around you get small and smaller, but they're also more visible.
Okay.
Like once you get up to a certain level, everybody knows Donald Trump.
Right.
You know, and then everybody knows everybody that Donald Trump knows.
Sure.
So then, you know, of course, then you get to the Epsteins and all, and the Kennedys and the Clintons and all that kind of bullshit. So, I mean, it's going to happen.
So knowing them is one thing, but the fact that the link that these two have makes me at least feel like there's some validity to the concern here. So, David's father, Larry, was the co-founder of Oracle. Larry was one of Trump's most significant financial backers. He's donated tens of millions to the Republican causes candidates.
Sure.
Trump's referred to both of them, Larry and David, as friends, big supporters. He's my friend. He's great. He's not black. And Trump approved the merger, obviously.
Sure.
You know, why wouldn't he? And they said that some media reports noted that this followed a $16 million settlement paid by CBS, owned by Paramount, to Trump to resolve a lawsuit regarding a 60 Minutes interview. So there's a lot of fucking ties in here. That's kind of dirty, right? So anyways, this isn't other stuff, so we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about all the background shit. But David Ellison also made a notable donation of nearly $1 million to the Biden Victory Fund in 2024. So he's been on both sides of this. But the concern is, how will that affect content? Like, if someone's creating content that may not align with the right, are they going to influence the movie? Is it going to change the final product? Like, how much say will the? I don't know. It's not guaranteed. I mean, he may just leave them alone, let them do their thing. But we know with this regime, that's usually not what happens. I mean, he got fucking Jimmy Kimmel fired because he mentioned Charlie Kirk once. Like, so who knows? I hope it doesn't impact, because you know me, I always focus on things from the how does that impact me standpoint. Well, we talk about comic shit. DC is one of the products that is involved in this sale. So that's why I'm like, that's why I'm talking about it, because that will affect me, because I want to go see some fucking good DC shit. They do still exist, Adrian. I know that's hard to believe.
Well, when they come back around, it would be absent of all black people.
But I mean, you're joking, but not like that type shit. Like, how much will it impact? You know? So I hope it doesn't, but I think that the Netflix deal, from my standpoint, would have been the lesser of two evils.
I still feel like Netflix slipped in there to jack the price up, because one way to cripple, delay, slow down, destroy another company is to is absorbing expenditures. So if they come in and they buy something and they can't recover, because they spent all this cash, then that can fuck them just as bad as, you know, whatever. Yeah.
So Netflix just fucking stirred the pot a little bit.
They've
also talked a little bit about their plans. So, do you feel like we got way too many streaming services right now?
I don't think we have enough, dude.
You don't think we have enough?
No, I need to spend another 2 or 3 days thumbing through shit I'll never watch again.
Sounds like your nights are somewhat like mine. You flip from streaming platform to platform. You scroll through 100 fucking movies.
Exactly.
You don't watch any of them. You either start falling asleep while you're scrolling, or then you put something on that you've seen 87 times and you fall asleep anyways.
You know why? Back in the day being back in my day, where we watched so many movies and you could remember so many movies. Well, because you only had like 2 channels. And you had to watch all of them or none of them.
Correct.
Right? So you actually watch stuff that you wouldn't normally watch. Like One Life to Live, All My Children, you know, Dallas, you know, shit like that.
General Hospital.
Oh,
Luke and Laura, bro, the goats.
That was it. That was it. So, but now you spend so much time scrolling and swiping, you actually don't watch or absorb anything. Right?
You know what I do? And I think this is why they do this. So, you know, when you go to these platforms now and you hover over the thumbnail, a little piece of the movie starts playing. I watch more of that shit. Dude, I'll watch the little teaser trailer and go to the next one, the next one. I'm like, the fuck? They got me.
Right.
We can't even watch the movie. I'm paying to fucking watch trailers that I could see on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Anyways, so one of the plans for this merger is to actually merge two of these platforms together. We got HBO Max and there's Paramount Plus. So HBO Max is going to get merged. They're going to be merged together, and it's going to make Paramount Plus a little more compelling for subscribers. Okay. They did say that they will leverage AI to produce more movies and TV shows. They intend to release 30 films a year from the combined companies. And I think they're going to split it up. 15 from Warner Brothers and 15 from Discovery or something like that. So 30 films. It's a lot of fucking movies, dude. But
who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
What about the AI to produce movies, films, and shows? As a tech guy, how do you feel about that?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I see as much AI shit as I see anything else.
Right.
If it's interesting, if it's interesting, it's interesting. If it's not, it's not.
Got it. So are you for it or against it, or don't care either way?
I don't care either way.
Because there's some people that, bro, this shit upsets them. Like, you can't use AI, gonna replace the artist.
Well, that's a different kind of thing, though.
Yeah.
Now, do I care if it's replacing people? Sure.
Okay.
But the reality of it is that we don't need news anchors anymore. You can generate that shit. Just as easily as you can pay somebody. Because these news anchors, they get like fucking $1 million, $10 million a year.
Right.
Lyra, before he started like trying to like slide his dick all over everybody, that cat was getting like
there's an island where you can do that, Adrian. He said to do it on the news.
They were getting like $10 million a year for this, to sit there and talk to people about bullshit. You can generate those. You can pay some guy $35,000. He'll generate it just because he can. He bragging rights, right? And now you got this forever newscaster you can put anywhere in the world anytime you want to, right? And it's done. So that kind of shit is going to happen. I think it will happen, but nah. I mean, when it comes, do I care about the AI generated shit? No. Do I care about it replacing people's job? Yeah, but the writing is on the wall.
Yes.
Fucking figure it out quickly too, because it's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I fall pretty much in the same area. Oh my God, we're agreeing. Oh my God. I don't give a fuck about what you do to get the final product as long as it looks good.
Right.
And I'll be honest, with a lot of the shit that we've heard recently with these movies where the VX artists feel overworked, things are getting rushed because they're trying to hit timelines, the product suffers, and we've seen stuff recently, not all of it. There's some phenomenal, like you were talking about the Fantastic Four, her surfing through the black hole. That looks amazing, dude. Right. Like, I think that was an Oscar snub, in my opinion. Their movies, there was a Best VX or whatever.
Right.
You had, like, Dune in there. You had all these other fucking movies. Why wasn't Fantastic Four in there? How do you feel about the script?
Dune,
yeah.
Dune.
Yep, Dune 2.
The Dirt movie.
Yep, the Dirt movie. That was in there. So
Man,
I think Sinners was in there. I mean, Sinners is a great movie, but Best VX?
No.
So why wasn't Fantastic Four in there? Right. That's got some of the, Galactus, dude.
Yeah.
His big ass heads behind you. That was a phenomenal VX. Like, you've never seen shit like that on screen, but whatever. But my point is, if we've also seen shit lately that looked really bad, right? That like, damn, CGI looked better 15 years ago.
Right.
So if you have a tool that's going to allow you to get content out quicker, look better, look more consistent.
Sure.
Why would I be against, as a consumer, why would I be against you using that?
Right.
That means we get more content, more quality looking content too. Yep. Like, let's replace people's jobs. Adrian, when's the last time you hopped in a horse and carriage, bro?
Let me see. Never. No, actually, it's been a while, dude.
Been a while.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah. I should say that. Besides going around Central Park, which I've done, when's the last time you got in your horse and carriage to go to the market?
Never.
Jobs get replaced, bro. I'm sorry.
Yep.
And to your point, you should see the writing on the wall. Listen, they start coming out with AI fucking podcast hosts that are really good. I'm going to figure something else out, bro.
Right.
I'm going to start selling feet pics, something. I don't fucking know, but I'm going to start selling meth, No, I'm not. That's a joke. Fucking don't come to my house. But, dude, it is what it is. That's life. Jobs get replaced all the time. You're like, you sound fucked up. Dude, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm here to talk about content. We can get more content quicker, better, faster. Let's fucking do it.
Right. And now with the advent, what people people see the big stuff. It's going to replace jobs. But you got to also understand that while AI is going to take some jobs, it also creates some jobs.
Absolutely.
Just like the automobile. It took away some jobs, but it created jobs.
Correct.
Where do you get your oil changed now?
Yeah.
That's a whole different fucking industry.
Sure.
The tires, the this, the that, blah, blah, blah. It's going to happen. Figure out how you can fit yourself into it. Now, you can make money from your house so many fucking ways now, right?
Right.
So figure out how, if you think your job is in jeopardy, figure out how you can make more money from your house, because there are thousands of ways to do it.
Absolutely. 100%. And the AI itself AI is not going to like walk in here and replace someone's job.
No.
It's going to be a dude who spent this, while y'all were bitching about it, he was spending his time learning how to use AI. That motherfucker's going to replace your job.
Right. Now, here's the other thing. I talked about the tires and the oil and this and that. I'm going to give you 5 or as many I can think of right quick. All right. So AI is coming, right? So what does AI need? Well, AI needs computers. If you're basically technical, figure out how to make little fucking mini machines, agent machines, right?
Yep.
Fucking build out thing and then sell them. People do that shit,
There
right?
you go.
All the wiring and shit, the graphics card and all that kind of bullshit. Become a reseller for this kind of bullshit. It's happening. People are doing it. Also, get into shipping. Set up a shipping station. People are buying more and more and more shit. Figure out a shipping station. I just figure it out, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I mean, I've said this to y'all before. You wouldn't have only comics to watch if I didn't have AI.
Right.
There's 2 of us here, Adrian. There's not. I joke. There's no other fucking team doing this shit for us.
No.
I mean, you do your deep dives. I know you've been using some AI for it.
Oh, yeah.
How much time does that save you?
A lot.
A lot, dude.
A lot.
And you get everything you need.
Yep.
And if you don't, you just go, hey, fucking do it again. Do it this way.
Yep.
Like that's how we're able to have so much content every single week. Cram it in with all the other shit that we do. Like we don't just sit back and do a podcast once a week. There's a bunch of other shit going on.
That's it.
So anyway, yeah, dude, I'm for it. The only part that has me nervous is the political tie. But at the end of the day, all these companies are fucking tied into something,
Right. I mean, it's either gonna be the right and left shit, or we were concerned about a foreign entity coming into the mix, taking over. That would have been a whole different thing.
Sure.
So either way, there's going to be a level of concern about something.
Right. Which I think I didn't dig deep into that part. I do think Saudi is somehow involved too, which probably is not a good thing, but remains to be seen.
Or maybe it's a good thing.
Maybe it is. Knows? Who the fuck knows? I met someone through doing a work podcast that was from Iraq, right? And her take on the whole war that happened was like, we were so grateful because, and people like, the war was so bad, it was this and that. We were grateful because it freed us from Saddam and that whole regime. So it's all perspectives. Yeah, so that's awesome. I don't know. So, and that ties right into the next and the last piece of news here. So Scream 7 was released this weekend. I went to see it. I got thoughts. I'm not gonna go deep into that here. I'm gonna talk about that on Mic Check. I saw it, but there was a lot of controversy surrounding this movie. So Melissa Barrera is an actress who is in the 5th and 6th Scream movies. Okay, so she's newer to the cast. Jenna Ortega, who she's from the show Wednesday on Netflix. She's in the new Beetlejuice movie. She's everywhere. So she's turned into a pretty big star. She was also in those 2 movies. Melissa spoke out against Israel about a year or 2 ago, and said something about the genocide that was happening there. She called it genocide. She was then labeled as anti-Semitic, all this stuff, and Paramount fired her. Then the director of that movie at the time, who was originally supposed to direct Scream 7, he ended up leaving the project because he was getting death threats from people because they fired her, even though he had no impact on that decision. Okay. Damn. Nev Campbell, Nev Campbell, she was the OG she's been in every Scream movie except for the 6th one. She was in the 5th one. She came back for the 6th. She was going to. They wanted to pay her less money, some Terrence Howard type shit. Right. And she wouldn't do it for that amount of money. So they kept the 2 new girls over her. Fast forward, Scream 7, they're working on it. She's not going to be in it. They fire this chick, Barrera. Jen Ortega then decides not to come back. She says it's due to scheduling conflicts, whatever, because she's not going to speak out because then now she's going to be fucking canceled, right?
Right.
So anyways, they leave. What they do, they spend $500K to rewrite the script, and then they bring Nev Campbell back for like $7 million or some shit. So anyways, Kevin Williamson is the guy who wrote the original Scream movie, and he's been on, I think, a producer on most of the other ones. They brought him back when this director left. He came in to direct this. It was the first Scream movie he actually directed, and he co-wrote it. So anyways, they get this movie done, but there's, as you can imagine, there's some, I guess you'd call it protest right now. There's online protest about people going to see this movie. You shouldn't go see it because she got fired, yada, yada, yada. And Melissa Barrera has been kind of, resharing some of these things. The reason I bring all this up is they asked Williamson, the new director, about this on the red carpet, because of course they would, right? So, and I like his response. He didn't say anything about the individual. He said, we live in America. We have the right to protest. We have a right to be heard, and we have a right to speak to what your truth is. And so I support that. Then he says that we live in a world where a lot of bad things are happening out there. I think a lot of people want to be heard, and they want to have their voice heard about the bad stuff that's happening. My heart goes out to them. I don't know if canceling Paramount Plus is the way to do it, but I think people should listen to their inner self and do what feels good to them. Because that's the thing. Cancel this, cancel that. This is something that there's a lot of sides to this, right? Sure. As a fan of the franchise, as someone who is now in this world of talking and reviewing content, I'm going to go see it. I did. I'm not going to not go see it because,
right.
But two things can be true. I do think that Paramount was fucked up for the way they handled this.
Sure.
I think, to Williamson's point, bro, you live in America, you have the right to protest whatever the fuck you want. I could go protest the fucking grocery store down the street because they raise their prices of milk. Like, I have the right to.
Sure.
I would probably be an idiot for doing it, right. But I can go down there with a little picket sign and go, fuck your milk, or whatever, you know? But my point is, I'm partly joking, but that is a right that you have in this country, just like you have the right to, have an attorney when you get arrested, just like you have a right to fucking go get employed. Like you have these rights. You have the right to drive if you have a driver's license. Sure. Boom. So I respect that he made a comment on it and didn't shy away, spoke what he said, but also like, dude, canceling Paramount Plus ain't gonna fucking do shit because there's still gonna be so many other million, subscribers. But hey, do whatever the fuck you feel is right for you. So I say all that to say, I saw the movie. I thought it was, here's what I'll say about it here. I thought it was really good. I think the weakest part of the movie for me was the reveal at the end. So if any of y'all have seen a Scream movie, the recipe is usually a mystery killer. No one knows who it is until the very end of the movie. They did that. They did some great teases along the way. Keeping it a mystery was great. But then when they revealed who it was just kind of like, really? Those motherfuckers? Seriously?
Well, it's always, Bob next door.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy.
Right.
I never thought it was going to be him.
But Scream's always done a good job of when they revealed the killer, there's a very good backstory and it's connected to Sydney, Nev Campbell's character.
Sure.
And this was just felt like it was slapped together. Like it normally, as much as you going on a homicidal fucking spree would make sense, it makes sense. Like, oh, I could see why he's trying to kill her and all her friends. This was like, really? That explanation was stupid. And it's really these two motherfuckers? Seriously? That's what.
Oh, it's two of them?
Yeah, it was always two, dude. Come on. Of course.
I don't know. I never seen the fucking movie.
Damn, dude. You never seen Scream?
Nah.
Adrian.
Nope.
Unbelievable. Anyways. Well, that is our news. I do say, what I will say here about Scream 7 is if you like the franchise, go see it. I do recommend go see it. It was a, decent movie.
Even though it sounds like you got a Game of Thrones ending.
Not quite. Not that bad. But let's just say it was underwhelming.
Or Werewolf by Night beginning.
Dude, that's the thing. The beginning was dope. The fucking movie throughout, great. It was a fun movie. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of callbacks to previous movies. And there was the twist was good. They just didn't stick the landing, as I say. I mean, you're a pilot, you just got to stick the landing. Adrian's the most important part, landing and takeoff, right?
That's it.
I mean, you can bounce all around the fucking sky.
Right.
But you don't want to be bouncing around when you're fucking landing, dude.
No, you don't want to do that.
Nope. Or when you're taking off, So they did nail the takeoff, but they did not stick the landing. So anyways, well, that is our news and rumors segment, Adrian. We're going to wrap this up with some thumbs up, thumbs down. Mm-hmm. Go to our double wide. I have no control this week, Adrian. So anyways, all right. So first of all, if you've not already, subscribe, drop us a comment, drop us a like, something. Tell your mom about us. Tell your dad. Right. Somebody. All right, let's do it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Avengers Doomsday rumored plot leak. Adrian says Doom's teaming up with the squad. Then he's going to fucking turn on them. He's going to kill Loki. It's going to be a big battle. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Whatever. Like bring this shit on. It does sound like a lot. Another Doomsday rumor is that Sentry is going to have a scene. He's going to do something that's never been done in the MCU before. It's a lot of hype, a lot of glaze. He could just be smoking meth. Who knows? That's never been done. But if you're glazing, I'm glazing. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Sure, thumbs up.
Another leaker says that Doom has a second in command who is a wizard, and he uses a sling ring. Who could that be? Fucking Stephen Strange is my prediction. I give that a thumbs up, too.
Sure, thumbs up.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is in the news again, and once again, Sadie Sink's character has been confirmed or rumored to be Jean Grey. And at this point, I want fucking make her Jean Grey. You know, if I give it a thumbs up,
sure,
why not?
Thumbs up.
Batman, the Legacy of the Dark Knight, the Lego Batman game. We just got a new trailer this past week, and it recreated the museum scene from Batman 89 with Jack Nicholson's fucking joke of a Joker. And I'm there now, Adrian. Fuck it. I'm giving this a thumbs down.
By default, mine's a thumb down because I don't give a shit.
Okay. Warner Brothers, Discovery, Paramount, dude, they're merged up. They're a threesome now, as they say. Maybe not. But the deal has been done. Netflix is out. You might be right. Maybe the Netflix just got in to jack up the price, If you're not jacking up, you're jacking off, There's some ties to Trump, to the whole Republican side. I hope the political aspect of this doesn't ruin the content for us. So, dude, I don't even know about this one. I think I got to give it a thumbs down.
A thumbs down because, again, I don't care.
Yeah, well, it fucking pisses me off. No. And let's see.
I mean, by the time the merger actually happens, it have been so long since DC put out anything, which is nothing I would care about. I mean, if they kind of all go away, are we really missing anything?
No, not really. And a lot of people think this means the Snyderverse is coming. Oh my God, they're going to cancel James. I'm like, dude, do you understand how long this takes? Right. Like, the merger's been announced, bro. There's a whole fucking line of movies that's going to come out before they even do anything with the entity. Like, when Marvel bought Fox, bro, it took like 8 years to see Deadpool, Wolverine on screen. And that was the first like real crossover. Right. So it's going to take some time. Last piece of news, Scream 7 premiered this past week. I went to see it. I enjoyed it. It drew some pro-Palestine protesters, and Kevin Williamson spoke out on it and basically said, bro, you got the right to protest. Do whatever the fuck you want. But he also said canceling Paramount Plus is probably not going to like solve the problem. Right. But hey, do whatever the fuck you want to do. So I got to give that message a thumbs up, dude.
Thumbs down, because it's sad that, so much stuff, there's enough political stuff. Okay. We don't need the movies politicized too. Gotcha. I mean, it's a movie, it's a premiere. Sure. I mean, how much shit comes out every week? It's not politicized. Just let a movie be a movie.
Well, the problem is they fired her for some political shit. So I give that also.
Well, thumbs down for that too.
Yeah. Like, let people speak their fucking mind, dude, right? But like you've said several times, freedom of speech ain't free, is it?
No, it is not. There are definitely consequences behind it.
Yep.
And so that's you as an adult, you have that choice.
True. Yeah. So and that's the other thing too. You have the choice to do that. But if something fucking happens after the fact, you gotta live with it, Right. So, well, that is thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe if you haven't already. Dude, going to see Scream this past week. I went to the movie theater, right? Yeah. And dude, movie theater experience is hit or miss.
Sure.
I love going to the movie theater. I love watching on the big screen, the recliner, the sound, all that great stuff. You're not in your house. You've kind of escaped for a little bit, right? Sure. It's dark. There's snacks there if you need them, all kinds of shit, right? But the problem with the movie theater is there's other people in the movie theater.
Yep.
So I went to the movie theater this past weekend. I brought my son and his girlfriend, right? So I sat. My he's funny. We got 4 seats. And my wife was going to go, then she couldn't. She's taking the girls somewhere, so I had an extra seat. Sure. So I sat and there was an empty seat and I had them sit there. He kind of looked at me weird. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to go like on your date with you.
Right.
Like, bro, I'm sitting here. Like, give you your own fucking space, you know? So anyways, we're watching the movie and you're hearing people talking over the movie, laughing over the movie at a part that's not fun. Like just being fucking obnoxious, right? So this goes on. Now, Adrian, are you someone who just kind of let it be, it's not my issue? Or are you someone that's going to speak out in public against others?
Oh, it's definitely a speaking out moment.
Okay. Yeah. And everybody's different. Some people just sit there and like act like it's not happening or it doesn't get them mad. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying. Because I'm also like, I got my kid and his friend with me and I'm not trying to cause a big, like if I'm here doing fuck, we go in a parking lot right now, I don't give a fuck. Dude, it's just me. My kids are here. So I go, hey, can y'all be quiet so we can watch the movie? And they kind of like giggled and like, I couldn't see who it was. It was someone behind us. They toned it down a little bit. And then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And my son's like, they're so annoying. I'm like, yeah, I know they are. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I was like, hey, can y'all shut the fuck up so we can watch the movie? Is that cool? And then they kind of like giggle and I'm like, dude, like, what is your problem? And then someone's like, what's your problem? And I was like, I have an idea. If you don't want to watch the movie and you want to talk, let's just go outside. And then they stopped. Everyone fucking got quiet. We got to watch the movie. So it's like, dude, why fucking come out to the theater if you're going to act like a fucking asshole?
Right.
You know?
Well, there's another side of that too, where they're not trying to be annoying, but they are.
Yeah.
Instance, I'm in a movie theater and I like sitting all the way in the back.
Yep.
In the middle.
Yes.
All the way to the back in the middle, right? But right behind the last main row is the handicap row.
Yes.
Right? Yep. And sometimes they sprinkle in a couple of larger seats in there. Well, this particular instance, there was a large man in one of these seats. And by large, I mean he's sitting back and his chin is sitting on his teats, right?
Okay.
So the movie's going on and he's breathing to the point is disruptive. So it's kind of like that. I mean, he's probably not even conscious of it. And I make and it's just, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. And then I say, and I realized what I said later. I said, can you just stop breathing? He was like, what?
Damn.
And I'm like, wow, that sounded crazy. But my point was, dude, can you like adjust yourself? I know you're heavy. I know why you're breathing like that.
Right.
But can you just adjust yourself so you're not disruptive? I mean, you are overshadowing the sound in the movie at this point. So that's why I say that some people, they're not trying to be assholes. It's just that, but they're also disruptive. So either way, I can't hear, I can't see, you're disturbing the movie.
Right.
I understand we both pay for it. You do not have the right to disrupt my fucking movie.
Correct. And if you don't want to be here, get the fuck out.
Right.
Yes. Unfortunately, this was not one that was, unintentionally ruin it for everyone else.
Right.
These were some,
Sure.
and after like lights turn on, you realize who it is. A bunch of fucking teenagers.
Sure.
So don't go outside and beat a bunch of teenagers. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
But like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like,
Right.
And also, where are your parents?
Not there.
Let's talk to them. You fucking raise these fucking retarded ass kids. But anyways, so yes, but I digress, Adrian. Outside of that, I enjoyed the movie. All right, we are going to move into our segment called "Who the Fuck Is Jean Grey?" She and I think this is a good follow up to the Odin segment because Odin's crazy powerful.
Right.
I didn't realize how vast his power was until we went through it last week. But I mean, Odin is literally like compared to the god in a lot of mediums. Now, Jean Grey is a insanely complex character, and she's someone who, in the early days of comics, wasn't looked at that way.
No,
right? She was just looked at as someone who could move things with her mind, right? And then as they unlock and maybe retcon some of her origin, you realize like, oh shit, there's so much more to this character. And then the Phoenix saga pulled a lot of that out too. So wanted to go through some stuff that maybe people didn't know, maybe did. Now, a lot of mutants in the comics, their powers kind of manifest slowly. Little things start happening, right? Like remember Scott, like his eye, he can't keep them open all the time, and sometimes they're burning, whatever. Then all of a sudden it turns to the full optic blast. It's not always fucking light switch where you go from hey, nothing's going on until I'm a mutant, because it's a gene in your body. Some of them though have some like a trauma trigger, which is how Jean got her powers. So she was 10 years old. She watched her best friend, and this is in the comics, I know the movie's a little different, Annie Richardson, die in a car accident. And while this was happening, Jean was mentally linked to her. So she almost died herself from psychic shock. So fucking traumatic thing, but this unlocked her telepathic abilities. In the comics, she's actually Charles Xavier's first student.
Right.
So her parents went to Chucky Boy, shirt cocking boy himself, for help. Her mind was way too young to handle the telepathy, according to Xavier. So what did he do, Adrian?
Put some blocks in that
Put
bitch.
some blocks. Psychic inhibitors, as they call them. In her brain, he locked her telepathic abilities away, leaving her only with telekinesis, which in the early X-Men comics, that's all you saw, right? Her fucking moving, move that over there, all that shit.
And also in early comics, they only had her being able to lift a certain amount with her telekinesis.
Yeah, true.
They really gave women the secretary treatment.
Right.
You just stay over there.
Yeah.
You can do some things, but not too much.
You can get the lunch and shit and get us some coffee, but you're not gonna like finish the fight, dude. I mean, they would have had a meltdown back then if Sue Storm would have pushed Galactus like she did in the movie. Like, who's letting that woman do that? Go vacuum something, So she was one of the first students, but again, limited to just her telekinesis. Founding member of the X-Men, and she's kind of looked at as the heart of the team for a long time. She did play a major role. Eventually, she falls in love with your boy Scott Summers, Cyclops, who I think we're going to realize that he's a badass motherfucker in Doomsday. I think so, finally. We saw it in X-Men 97, but...
Fucking finally.
Dude, I mean, you know what, though? I have faith that they're going to nail it, because look what they did with Captain America. He's a Boy Scout-looking motherfucker, but when you really dig into, I guess, the ethos of the character, he's a badass motherfucker. And Scott is kind of... I see a lot of similarities in the two, right, from a character standpoint. So hopefully they fucking nail it. If they don't, I'm gonna have a fucking major crash out, Adrian. My eyes may start blasting shit at the fucking screen if that happens.
Oh, just don't be looking at me when you do it.
Oh no, I got you, bro. So let's get to the Phoenix Force, dude. The Phoenix Force is something that really changes the trajectory of this character. So they're on a X-Men. They're on a shuttle back from space. They're on some space mission, right? Jean is in the cockpit piloting the ship through a solar radiation storm to save her team, right? She's literally dying, dude. Like, this is another thing you don't see, the level. Matter of fact, we'll get into that. I'm going to do a high level, and then we'll dig into it. Anyways, she's dying. Phoenix Force represents all of life and passion, and she cries out, and this thing fucking responds to her. There's also a whole 2-gene mystery. Did you know about this?
What?
When the Phoenix Force saved Jean, it actually placed Jean in a healing cocoon in the bottom of Jamaica Bay in New York.
Yeah.
And created a clone of her body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. And eventually they became one. But there was a long time in the comics where the Jean that we saw was not the actual Jean.
Right. It was almost like some scroll takeover shit.
Yeah. Now her power set, she is an Omega level telepath, the highest tier. Her telepathic abilities have no limits.
Right.
We've talked about Omega level a lot here. She can read minds globally, erase memories, project illusions, even psychically lobotomize people. I mean, dude, she's on some fucking Wanda tier of like how bad she could fuck people up.
Correct.
Her telekinesis, you mentioned they were originally capped. Once they were uncapped, she could lift millions of tons, create impenetrable force fields, and manipulate matter at a subatomic level. And when she's bonded with the Phoenix Force, I mean, dude, she can create enough cosmic energy to incinerate an entire star system, which she did in the Dark Phoenix saga. She can resurrect herself and others from death. She can traverse time and space at will. So let's dig a little deeper into the shuttle crash here. So
hold on before you do that.
Yeah.
So those things you just mentioned, she can obliterate a star system, a star system, right?
Yep. Yeah, not one star.
You're right. She can raise people from the dead. I mean, Phoenix, Jean, Odin, it's like it's all the same shit,
right?
At some point, right?
Which why I'm like, it's the perfect follow-up because they're up there, dude. You want someone to go fight Odin, you better bring this chick.
Right.
Because Scotty boy, you ain't doing it with your little fucking eye flashes. The shuttle crash. So she's piloting this space shuttle through the solar radiation storm. Her skin, dude, she's dying. Her skin's peeling off. She's screaming for help. The cosmic force, the Phoenix Force, hears her telepathic plea. So this ties right in. She's an Omega level. There's no limit to her telepathic abilities.
Right.
She's able to cry and ask for help to the fucking Phoenix Force. She don't even know what this shit is yet, right? It arrives, strikes a deal. They'll save the X-Men if Jean gives her soul to the Phoenix. She's like, of course, take my shit, bitch. And then the Phoenix Force realizes that Jean's body is too damaged to survive. That's why it places the real Jean in this healing cocoon, the bottom of Jamaica Bay, near New York City to recover. Then the duplicate, the imposter, takes a portion of Jean's consciousness, her memories, her personality, and they create a brand new body, looks exactly like her. So Scott is now banged 3 different Jean Greys.
Right.
Well, not at this moment, but he eventually does. He's got Jean, he's got the clone, and there's Madeline Pryor, which we'll touch on. It doesn't really tie in this, but she is, another clone. This bitch has been cloned fucking 3 times. Shit.
Wait a minute. So that means Wolverine only hit tap 2.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The original and the clone.
Yep. Scott's got all 3, baby. Now, the Phoenix Jean believes she's the real Jean. She walks out of the water in that green suit, the iconic green suit, joins the X-Men. And that's the version that eventually gets corrupted by the Hellfire Club and turns into the Dark Phoenix. And she eats a Dabari star system, kills 5 billion fucking people.
Right.
And then she ends up dying on the moon. Then, and this is years later, so they think she's dead. She's also died like 100 times in the comics and comes back, right?
So at this point, she's in a cocoon under the river and she's dead on the moon.
Correct. Yep. Okay. Yeah, the clone of her is dead and the other one's in the cocoon. Now, years later, in Avengers 263, Fantastic Four 286, the Avengers find a strange object at the bottom of Jamaica Bay. They break it open and they find the original Jean Grey. She's perfectly preserved and healed. She's just sleeping, chilling. She has no memory of being the Phoenix. She doesn't know about the Dark Phoenix. She doesn't know that she died on the moon.
She don't know she killed 5 billion people.
Nope. And she doesn't know that Scott moved on and married a woman named Madeline Pryor, who was a clone of her. So he fucking moved on. This bitch is dead. I got to find me a new one.
Right.
Let me just find this clone of my ex. Why not? So really, Jean didn't really kill anyone.
No.
Right? Like, how are you looking at this? It was a clone of Jean. She thought she was Jean. She killed 5 billion people, but it wasn't Jean, right?
No, it was not.
No. So we can't pin this on her.
No.
Which that kind of allowed her to rejoin the X-Men. Like, it wasn't you that did this. It was this other one, right? You could also argue that it kind of cheapens the Dark Phoenix saga because that was a big piece of that. Like, the fact that, while she was Dark Phoenix, she killed all these people. Then you learn, it really wasn't her. So I could see that argument, but it also allows you to kind of have Jean back where she's supposed to be and not look at her some type of way.
Well, it's like the insanity plea, right?
Yeah.
I was not aware of what was happening over here when this other thing took over, kind of a deal. Even though in this particular case, it was physically somebody else,
right? As
well as the whole psychology thing behind it.
Sure. So Madeline Pryor, how did she come into the picture? She was a clone of Jean created by Mr. Sinister to breed with Scott. He's trying to make some fucking mutant babies for himself. Because, Sinister is obsessed with these 2.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So Jean 1, bottom of the bay.
Yep.
Jean 2, dead on the moon. Does Scott know that Jean is dead on the moon?
Yes.
So now he's hooked up with, so now this clone shows up and he's like, oh shit, I got another opportunity. And he's like, with her, like kind of a deal?
Yep. Pretty much. So she was cloned by Sinister to breed with Scott. So when Jean was dead in the cocoon, Madeline Pryor appeared. Looked just like Jean. Sinister, the reveal was that she was a clone created by Sinister. He needed Jean's DNA to mix with Scott's DNA to create the ultimate mutant, Nathan Summers, aka Cable. Scott marries Madeline, has a kid. Then the moment he hears the real Jean is alive, he fucking says, fuck you, fuck that kid. I'm going back to my girl. Fuck you, bitch. You're a fake. Right. How do you feel about that?
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up, right?
I mean, it's like, you know, in what was it? The Tom Cruise movie when he came back after being on the island, you know, being lost with the fucking volleyball.
Oh, not Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks.
I'm sorry. Tom Hanks. Tom.
Castaway.
Castaway. Yeah. So what if when he came back, right? The girl was like, fuck this husband guy. I just want this all dried out husk of a guy that just came off this island kind of shit. That anyway, it was fucked up.
It was. It's kind of like, now this one's a little different because he died, but it's like the Spawn thing. Al Simmons, right?
Yeah.
You die, and now your fucking boys raising your kid, fucking your wife.
Right.
And you come back with this undead fate. Like, you ain't gonna pull no chicks looking like that, bro.
Well, I mean, the other thing is that she didn't know who he was.
Correct.
So.
And you were dead. Like, it's a little different. Right. This was just like, he lost track of her, you know?
And you still look like you did.
Correct.
Shit.
But yeah, I mean, it's complex though. It's a cool story.
It is complex, but the fact that he just snapped back like a rubber band.
Oh yeah.
Fuck all that. And the kid.
But you know what? That's just true love, though. You know, it's. I guess I can see both sides. I can see why he'd want to do that.
Yeah,
but it's kind of fucked up.
So she looked like him, but her name was Madeline Pryor. He knew her as that. Okay.
Yep.
I can get it.
Now here's the thing, though. What happens with super fucking powered women in the comics, Adrian? A lot of times they go crazy.
Yeah.
Now, but it sounds like if this were to happen to you, it could trigger you to go crazy, right? So because of this, she finds out, and she also finds out that she's a clone. She goes insane. She makes a deal with demons and
this
becomes
is Madeline.
Madeline, yes.
Yep.
And she becomes who? The Goblin Queen. And then Jean eventually has to fight her own clone to the death. Kill that stupid bitch. But cool fucking story. Huh? And that's why I say the Summers story could dominate
absolutely
a mutant phase.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just Jean and Cyclops. You got all the drama with Cyclops' family as well. You got his brother Havoc, his dad Corsair.
Yeah.
The mom, like, isn't there another brother too out there?
Yeah, there's another brother out there too.
So it depends how much that they would want. But
the one that when the mom got kidnapped and raped by space aliens and fucking the child pulled out of the womb. And
that
eyes.
one. Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So, and then you got the hula hooping fucking Havoc, you know?
Oh my God. I don't know. Hula hooping Havoc or fucking splitting Thor. I don't know which one is worse.
I think the splitting Thor is worse. Yeah. Thor's a god, bro. Come on. You fucking god doing this bullshit. Havoc's just a dude, you know? But hell of a fucking love triangle here. A lot of shit going on, but that would be a great story. But now let's dig into her powers as we wrap up this segment. Omega level mutant. She's got, so her let's talk about her telepathic abilities. I mean, literally top tier mind, right? She can conduct psychic surgery. She can enter a brain and repair trauma, remove specific memories, or rewire a person's personality, dude. So if Scott's being a dick, she could just go in there and like, fucking bam, and now he's like the perfect husband, you know?
Well, she never did that, so therefore that means that she likes that bullshit.
Maybe she does, yeah. She's now she can mind cloak. What's that mean? She can make herself and the X-Men invisible by simply telling everyone's brain not to see them.
Right.
We've seen Xavier do this in some movies, right? Someone's looking in the back. It's like a Jedi trick. You're looking in the back of the truck and no one's there, but there's like 80 people in that motherfucker, and he's just doing, this shit.
Yeah, it's like, lizard people tech.
Like I can't tell that they're a lizard.
Exactly.
Damn. So you're telling me I could have had a reptilian person cross right by me?
Absolutely.
And they're telling my mind not to see their reptilian. Do they smell? Is that maybe an indicator?
Well, if they can affect visual, I'm sure they can affect that too.
Okay. Psychic blast too. That's a big thing that she can do. And it's not just like punch the mind. She can project psionic bolts that cause physical pain or total paralysis. I mean, like, what are you going to do against her?
Not much.
No. The pink energy. So what is something new? In the recent comics, Jean uses her telepathic abilities to siphon psychic energy from everyone around her to create weapons, like psychic hammers or shields that glow pink. This is a newer thing, almost like a construct, but she's taking your fucking energy to make the construct.
That's lazy.
Okay.
It's unnecessary. It's almost like they tried to give, at some point they gave Superman so many powers. It just didn't make sense.
Yep. So it sounds like that.
It sounds like that. I mean, she's already limitless on so many different levels. Why even go to this? I mean, it kind of makes sense that she could do that, but
why would she?
Why you want to give us some Green Lantern shit?
Exactly. Right? It's like, why, if she can do all this shit without creating a physical weapon, like she is a weapon.
Right.
Why would she need to create a fake gun with your energy? Like,
why? Because so you can be intimidated by, because you're looking at something that she created? Nah, it's stupid.
I don't like it. All right, telekinesis.
Pink. Why pink?
Yeah, like, come on, dude. It's girl power. Her telekinesis abilities also through the fucking roof. Like atomic control. So doesn't mean like she doesn't just like lift cars and shit. She can manipulate matter at a subatomic level. She can turn a person's clothes into steel, boil the water in their body by vibrating the molecules. Like she can get shit to that fucking level, dude.
I remember. So all this stuff in my mind, I'm thinking about all the comics that I read with during this part of her.
Yeah.
This evolution. It was all done by John Byrne.
Yep.
And fucking phenomenal art. And I remember one time when she turned an entire tree into gold.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Just by fucking at the the atoms and shit, the molecules. Tactical telekinesis. She can create a skin-tight telekinetic field around herself, giving her superhuman strength and the ability to fly at supersonic field. So she's using her telekinesis to give herself strength.
Right.
Because of how strong her telekinesis is.
Makes sense.
She also can use the so she's
basically building like an Iron Man armor around her that gives her additional power.
Right. Like she's not herself flying, but she's moving herself with her own telekinesis that allows her to fly at supersonic speeds.
Sure. So she's enveloping herself in a condom, and then she's blasting telekinetic energy out the back, giving her thrust, while the condom is protecting her, which is what condoms do.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, her Magneto.
At light speed, Magneto with the magnetic. No, he can only move metal, Adrian. He can't fight Iron Man if Iron Man has a plastic suit.
Christ.
Force fields is another big part of her, weaponry. She can shield herself to withstand a direct blast from a celestial or a nuke. That's how strong her fucking shields are. So bring your fucking big head Galactus ass over here, and you ain't doing shit to me.
Right.
Drop a fucking bomb on me, you ain't doing shit. You might blow everything else up around me, but it ain't fucking with me. They're not just like bubbles. She can shape them into blades or needles too.
So to put that in perspective, right? So Sue Storm, we another powerful female that's been nerfed. We saw a little bit of that power in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we did.
And it was, and the cool part about that was that Ben and Reed was even amazed at the power level that she was putting out. Right. So if Sue could wrap the entire planet Earth in a force field that could withstand Gladiator.
Yeah.
And attack him at the same time. Imagine what Jean Grey could do.
Sure.
I'm just trying to put it in perspective.
Right. Well, we saw some of this in our comic read, the Secret Wars in the Sentry story. Remember when you had Iron Man and you had Sue and I forget, maybe somebody else, they had a force field around the Void. I mean, we're talking Sentry power or whatever, million fucking suns, and they were keeping that shit contained.
Right.
While they're fighting the Void. I mean, we see it in movies, we've seen it in the comics. This is some crazy cosmic level power shit. Here's the kicker, dude. So far, all we've talked about from her powers are Jean's powers. We haven't even touched on the Phoenix shit. So even without the Phoenix Force, she is not to be fucked with.
Right.
By most mutants. You're going to need another Omega level person to even have a chance against her one-on-one.
Right.
I mean, in even one-on-one, you're going to need a fucking squad, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You need God Emperor Doom. Regular Doom ain't fucking with her. You know? So, the Phoenix Force, the fire-made flesh. When her Phoenix Force is active, it amplifies her mutant powers. Listen to this shit, dude, by a factor of millions. So everything we just talked about that's already no limit, it's now amplified by millions.
It's crazy.
Yes. It's almost too much. It's why she has to die all the time, because she would just die. Like, there'd be no fucking... Imagine, there'd be no war. She would just show up like, all right, bitches, what the fuck? Who wants some? It'd be like those kids in the movie theater. You want to go outside and talk about it? Oh, no, now everybody's quiet. Cool.
Imagine if Phoenix / Jean and Wonder went ape shit at the same time.
Oh my God, dude. The whole multiverse, it's done.
It's done.
No more comics.
Right?
DC too. Yo, you take those two, Justice League, Superman, I don't give a fuck what kind of red-eyed Superman you're gonna bring in. Jean and Wanda together.
Right.
It's a wrap.
Yep.
Everybody go home. Go home.
I mean, if she could
die.
say no more mutant, imagine if she said no more anything.
Yeah.
That would be some shit.
Yep. She'll keep us though, because we have anointed her the queen of only comics, you know?
There's that.
All right, the Phoenix Force. It's not just fire. It's just, people, you know, they see this thing, oh, it's a firepower. No, dude, it's not like the Human Torch flying around. No. It's cosmic fire. It can burn in the vacuum of space. It doesn't need oxygen, right? We've seen Johnny try to go up there and it fucking just peters out, right? There's no oxygen.
Yep.
He's like a real fire, like you start a fire here. This is cosmic fire, dude. Burn anywhere. It represents the burning away of what doesn't work to make room for the new. Whatever the fuck that means. Resurrection. The Phoenix is the cycle of life and death. Jean can literally pull a soul back from the afterlife or rebuild her own body from a single atom if she's destroyed. So she's dead, and then she just reanimates herself from an atom using the Phoenix Force. Because the Phoenix Force doesn't die.
Right.
You died. Okay, cool. We'll just fucking bring you back to life real quick. It's like that video game behind me. You put it, you press the button, you have another life. You know, you die, you fucking just want to play again, press the button. It's like popping a coin back in that motherfucker. Remember the days of the arcade? You go set your coin on the arcade machine. Like I got next. You do that pool halls too, where I got next. Like the good old days, you know? Yep. She can she has interstellar travel ability with the Phoenix Force. She can fly through suns. Fly through suns, dude. How many fucking characters can fly through a sun?
Right.
Shit. Traverse galaxies in seconds and survive any environment. Space, deep sea, don't matter. With no equipment. She's down. Well, it's Phoenix. It's fire. It's going to put out. No, it ain't going to get put out by the water. It's going to burn there too.
Yeah.
She can this is some Wanda shit here, dude. She can rewrite the laws of physics. She can make it so gravity works sideways or turn a desert into an ocean with the wave of a hand. I mean, insane.
Now, again, you think, well, that's the same thing as Wanda. No, it's not.
No.
So she's rewriting the laws of physics.
Right.
Wanda can create shit that doesn't exist.
Correct.
She can create her own physics and then make that work.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Very different. Yeah. It's kind of like the flying thing. All flying. Dude, we could do a segment here for fucking 45 minutes about all the different ways to fly in comics, right? Like the one with Jean, she ain't just flying. She's moving herself telekinetically through fucking space.
Right.
And yes.
Or you get thrown by the Hulk.
That too.
You're still flying. But,
just involuntarily flying.
Involuntarily.
And now there's levels to this. That's just the Phoenix Force. That ain't the Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix, it's not a different power set. It's just Phoenix with no moral compass.
Right. It's like Chuck put the locks on her when she was a kid, right? Yep. Now with the Phoenix, you have morals and all this other kind of bullshit. But it's like if you take a person and they're just completely whacked out, right? You got strength levels, and then you got strength levels that's untapped. That's Dark Phoenix.
Yep. No rules, no fucking moral compass. Fuck you. Fuck everybody. Everybody's dying.
Right? Like a whole star system.
Dude, and you know why she did that? She needed energy. So the Dark Phoenix is like a black hole for energy. So you talk about the star system, the Dabari sun. She used the Dabari sun to recharge herself, which caused a supernova that killed 5 billion people. But she needed to recharge, dude. You know?
So she's like a one of them, what's them birds? Seagulls.
Seagull?
It's like the seagull. You eating your sandwich, and the seagull, I want that fucking. Come down and snatch that shit.
Take it, dude. I need it. I need it for energy.
You don't need that, son.
Right. She can get into this state called the psionic nexus. You ever heard of this?
Yep.
She is connected to every single mind in the universe. She can feel every thought and every bit of pain, which is what often drives her dark. So she gets into this state, and it's like a sensory overload. Mm-hmm. And feeling everybody's pain is what can trigger her to turn to this dark side. So
we haven't talked about this, but people like Bobby Drake's Iceman,
yep,
Aurora, Storm, and Magneto, their powers allow them to connect really to anything on Earth, because so kind of like Jean Grey, but she does it on a cosmic level.
Right.
So it's kind of the same kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's almost like the hive mind is something that's always thrown around in these types of scenarios. Like, it's all connected.
Right.
It could be anywhere, right? It's kind of like that's how the Iceman is connected to water and shit. Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
Well, it's different with the Phoenix because not only Magneto's magnetism, Storm's earth bond, and Iceman's water thing. Anything that touches, they can feel it at a micro level. Mm-hmm. So if a fly moves on the other side of the planet through the magnetism, through the water, through the earth, they can feel that fly.
Yeah,
that's kind of what Jean does, but at a cosmic level. But she also has this hive mind mentality too,
right?
Where she can not only feel you, but she can feel you in her mind,
which again often drives her to that other side,
right?
So it's it's like the Sentry thing. The more you use your power, the higher amount of your power you use, the more dangerous it could be.
Sure,
right? Like this is a fucking massive use of power. This psionic nexus. Mm-hmm. And whatever she's doing it for, hopefully it's worth it because it may trigger this Dark Phoenix.
Well, that's why when I covered Powers, Hidden Gem a few weeks ago, she's at the top of the list of the ones that that's the most abusive.
Yeah.
Right?
So, dude, crazy power set, pretty cool origin. And, I bet there's a lot of things that the average fan didn't know. And I think what happens a lot too is people only focus on the Phoenix aspect, right? And think that without the Phoenix, she isn't powerful. But without the Phoenix, she's still a top 10 Marvel, probably top 5 Marvel character from a power set. The Phoenix just takes that on fucking overload.
Right.
So crazy, dude. Someone that I hope the more I talk about her, I hope Sadie Sink is Jean. I hope we do get a Jean. I hope we get a young Jean that we get to see develop into this and ties into a nice Cyclops story, Summers, Cable, the whole fucking deal. They did a great job of this in X-Men 97.
Right.
They did a great job. Ask everybody. It was great.
And the thing about it is that with AI and all the videography and fucking Sora and all this kind of shit, they should be at a level today that they can actually represent these powers now.
Oh, yeah.
In video.
We're seeing bits and pieces. You talk about the Fantastic Four movie, the stuff we saw with Silver Surfer, Invisible Woman's power set, and then seeing an entity the size of Galactus on screen, the way it's not a fucking ass cloud.
Right.
Like we saw, however you feel. I know that movie's kind of mixed reviews, but however you feel about the story, the ending, whatever, I don't think anyone can dispute that Galactus looked fucking amazing on screen.
Right.
Have a character that big and to be able to display that size. When he's walking through New York City, kicking up cars and shit, it was insane, dude.
Yeah.
But to your point, it's something that they couldn't do 20 years ago.
I think back to the Godzilla movies and the King Kong movies. Yeah, the claymation and stuff, but since the Godzilla 84 or whatever with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
They've really come a long way with having, massive figures inside of a city.
Sure.
So they've done a good job, but the Galactus thing was off the chart, and I just hope they can truly represent like a real Superman, his power, a real Gladiator or whatever,
right. Or get Jean Grey right this time.
Or just get Jean Grey right.
I mean, Famke Jensen was a great Jean Grey.
Yeah.
But they weren't able to display these types of powers back then.
Yeah.
Her power was pretty much invisible. It was just fucking this type shit. I could do that. All right. Well, that is our Who the Fuck is Jean Grey segment, dude. So it's a challenge, though. There's a certain criteria of characters. So next week it will be Who the Fuck is Donald Trump? No. Just kidding. All right, moving on. The Road to Doomsday. So this past week, our movie was everybody's favorite Christmas movie, Adrian, Iron Man 3.
Nice.
It was a good movie, and I like all three Iron Man movies.
Yeah.
A lot of people give the second and third movie a lot of shit. I feel like this movie, Iron Man 3, was definitely a lot different than all the movies that came before it from an MCU standpoint. It was one of the first movies where it didn't really feel like a superhero movie. It just felt like a movie about people that were superheroes, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
In the beginning, Iron Man is literally deprived of all of the things that make him a superhero. You know what I mean? We'll get into it, but like when his house gets blown up and Jarvis flies him all the way to like fucking Tennessee, he ain't really Iron Man anymore. He's just Tony Stark.
Right.
So we kind of get to see him in this element that we've not seen him in, where he's not a superhero. He's not Iron Man. He's fucking living with some scraps, trying to fucking solve crimes and shit like that. Like it was a little more grounded for a good chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
And this takes place from a timeline standpoint right after the Avengers. So where are we at right now? So, let's back up. Tony Stark in 2008 builds a cave builds a suit in a cave, right, to fight some terrorists. And then a couple years later, he fights Whiplash, a guy with fucking whips with his own little Iron Man suit, right? But then in the Avengers, he flies the nuke through a wormhole. He sees this whole alien warship fleet, falls back to Earth thinking he's going to die. And that really fucked him up.
Right.
And which I think that's the first time in a comic movie, at least I remember, seeing these like human fucking emotions impact a superhero. Because he just, he's fucking fighting aliens one day, and the next day he's fucking flying around and everything's fine. These things have impacts. Sure. I mean, before this, he didn't know there was aliens and shit like that. And he's just living here on Earth trying to fucking sell weapons to other countries. And then he realizes that, dude, I'm a lot smaller than I think I am. Like, I'm just a mechanic in a metal suit, bro. There's a whole universe with gods and monsters and alien fucking, armies.
So what part do you think fucked him up? The part that there's something other than humans, or the fact that he probably feels smaller in his mind than he thought before he saw all this shit?
I think a little bit of both, but more the second one.
Yeah.
Because he's an egomaniac.
Shit.
Yes. Yeah. Like, really? I'm even smaller than I thought I was.
Right.
Like, I'm literally just like a fucking mechanic in a suit.
Right. So now you have a mind, and this is hypothetical. So you have a mind like Tony Stark's, right? One of the most brilliant minds on the planet.
Yep.
He sees some shit like that and it fucks him up. So imagine what the average person would feel like if all of a sudden, you got the Independence Day moment.
Yeah.
That's why they're keeping this shit on wraps.
I'll tell you what, they better barricade the bridges because motherfuckers would be driving in droves to jump off those motherfuckers. I'm not trying to be funny.
No, something.
Yep.
Something. Fucking mountains, shotgunning
Seal
themselves,
the fucking windows,
all
bro.
Kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah. Because the often, the unaliving yourself rate is going to go through the fucking roof for certain people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you think about the people that believe and talk about that shit, aliens, it's a small, let's say it's a certain group of people. Right. I mean, you got Joe Rogan's all about the alien shit, a lot of these podcasters, but that's not the everyday person, dude.
No, not at all.
Nope. You bring up aliens, some people look at you like you're fucking crazy, you know? So that's why I try to bring it up to everyone. But
well, I mean, you say aliens, they hear illegal, you know? So you got that crazy shit going on.
You want me to call ICE? Like, no, dude, no, relax. Fucking calm down. We're talking about the ones from space, bro. Shit. You ain't gonna call ICE on those motherfuckers, dude.
No.
So at the end of the Avengers movie, so you want to talk about how much it fucked him up. He was on Mark 7 of his suits, end of the Avengers movie. When Iron Man 3 starts, it takes place a few months after this. He's on Mark 42, bro.
Right.
He's been staying awake, obsessing over this. So he saw this shit and it fucked him up. Because now he felt so insignificant. And he also is this, you know, this newer Tony Stark, right? He's reformed now and he's not so selfish. He's still an egomaniac, but he also realizes that he almost feels he has his duty to protect humanity, right? Like, I did so much damage to them with selling weapons, not realizing who they were going to, what was happening. Now I'm going to try to make up for that.
Well, not only that, but, you know, he's got a planetary threat, which he don't know the capability of.
Right.
But he knows that they're not prepared now.
Sure.
So I think he went through so many suits because each suit brings a level of tech, and then it brings up new ideas. So every time he innovates, he then reinvents that innovation and he blows through 20 plus suits.
Yep. And he's developed this. I mean, this is where we see the suits flying themselves, right? They're all autonomous, robots, right? So he creates this Iron Legion, which 35 suits right now, because he felt inadequate to protect the world. Like, think about, I mean, he flew this nuke that they were trying to bomb New York to fucking get rid of everything. He decides to take the nuke up in the wormhole, and yeah, that worked then. But what's stopping them from bringing another army down?
Right.
And what if the nuke's not enough? So now he's like, dude, I gotta build some shit to prevent this from happening.
Now, I think the nuke was kind of lazy, kind of simple.
Yeah.
Because if you're an armada, you don't need to send down something physical to blow up something, right?
Right.
You can just, from like in Thanos, you know, just fucking line your ships up outside the planet and just bombard the place. So it was convenient.
Yeah.
But also what you're saying is like, it did two things. One, it was a threat that was able to be gotten rid of, but it also gave him a glimpse of what was coming without the shit actually showing up.
Yeah. It showed him like how bad it could get.
Right.
Which someone like him, now he's on this mission, dude.
Right.
And then he also has some PTSD. So, they really changed this Tony Stark character by leaning into the trauma. If you remember, dude, remember he had the panic attack in the restaurant. He's sitting there having lunch with Rhodey. Little kid comes over, starts asking him questions. He did a drawing for him. He starts talking about New York, the wormhole, and all that shit. He thinks he's having a fucking heart attack. He goes outside to get in a suit, and Jarvis is like, dude, you're having a panic attack. Like, he literally is so fucked up from what just happened a few months ago. Because unlike Thor, he ain't a god, dude. Thor, that's just like an average day, right? We fought this army. We defeated it. My brother did some fucked up shit. We bring him back to a Asgardian jail, and that's just like an average Tuesday for him.
Right.
For Tony, this is a life fucking changing event, For Hulk, dude, he's a monster. He probably don't remember half of it. Whatever, dude. He just fucking smashed some shit. Who cares if they came out the sky or not? So Tony at this point is, dude, the Iron Man armor, it ain't just a weapon. It's like a security blanket for him. I mean, it's literally walking around the house and shit. Like, Pepper's getting freaked out. Remember, he wakes up in like a nightmare and the fucking suit's in the room. And that was the final straw for her. She's like, I'm fucking getting the fuck out of here.
Right.
This is, it really sets a lot of shit up for the future of the MCU. And that's a lot of, my focus as we're doing this rewatch is, what does it set up moving forward? Because that may tell us what's going to happen in Doomsday, right? It sets up really the premise for the Ultron program. because it starts with these autonomous drones, the Iron Legion, that he can control with Jarvis. We see that at the end of the movie, right? He brings all the fucking suits in. Mm-hmm. And the kind of payoff for that happens in Age of Ultron because he's now, at that point, obsessed to build the suit of armor around the world, which is why he builds Ultron. And he built all, then Ultron takes over his Iron Legion and creates his own fucking Ultron bots. It backfired. But a lot of that is set up from the Avengers and from this movie here. Then the 10 Rings, the real Mandarin. So we're going to talk about that because I know you're not a fan of the Mandarin in this. No. And it did set, now that you've seen Shang-Chi, you've seen the full story of the Mandarin. It does kind of set that up, but it's a long fucking payoff, dude. Like we're talking, 2013 was this movie, and then Shang-Chi came out in like 2020, dude. We're talking a 7-year payoff. So kind of long. I mean, at the time, bro, a lot of fans were pissed about this Mandarin twist. Yeah. But I do think in the long run, having Wenwu, Shang-Chi's dad being the actual Mandarin with the actual 10 rings, I think it played out fine. Sure. But it took us a while to get there. Right.
I mean, and the way they played it out, they could definitely have done that, a lot sooner. Yeah. It's not like it was so dramatic or so challenging to write into the fucking scripts.
Nope. It was just like, do we fuck this up for long enough? So here, we'll give you a real Mandarin. Why not? Right. We also, the arc reactor surgery is a big deal because that's what made Tony Stark Iron Man one and the same, right? He had this reactor in his body to keep the shrapnel out from his heart. But if you remember, the palladium was killing him. Right. So he had surgery in this movie to get that arc reactor out with all the shrapnel. So now he don't need it. Right. So now prior to this, he had to be Iron Man because this shit was keeping him alive. By removing it, now Iron Man is a choice, which I think.
Well, he didn't have to be Iron Man. He had to keep the shrapnel from going into his heart. He could have just did that and called it a day. True. But it just so happened that, since I got this energy thing in here anyway, let me just use it to do some other stuff.
Yeah, powers these
And that thing I built in the cave, that was probably pretty cool.
Right. But now with it being removed, he don't have to do shit. Right. It's gone, no reason for the suits anymore. The fuck, you don't have this fucking power reactor. Right. But so I do think that kind of adds a little more to his sacrifice in Endgame because it's like, dude, he didn't have to be there at all. Right. So the big debate of this movie. Now, I guess before we get into the Mandarin shit, the movie as a whole, dude, I enjoy it. I think that as much as I did not like Don Cheadle's Rhodey in Iron Man 2, I do think the longer he played Rhodey, the more natural it felt. Sure. I think it was awkward in Iron Man 2. I think it fit a little better in this one. I still would prefer someone else, but I think at this point, he figured out how to make it his own. Sure. How'd you feel about the extremist virus in this? I know it's different than it is in the comics, but how'd you feel about how they portrayed that in this movie?
Didn't like it.
Didn't? No, why?
I just the source of it from the guy and what it did.
Aldridge.
And then they got into Pepper. Yeah. I didn't like it.
Got it. So is this your least favorite Iron Man movie? Do you like the second one more than this? Mickey Rourke and my bird, give me my bird.
I would go with 1, 3, 2.
Okay. So you do like this one more than more than you're letting us on right now.
Well, the whole Mickey Rourke thing was more ridiculous than the extremist thing. So
got it. One of the really cool scenes in this is when he's saving the people up from the plane from Air Force One, and he's piloting the suit and shit. Right.
The whole electric bonding thing.
Yep, that was cool. And you get some really cool tech in these movies, regardless of how good or bad the overall movie is. But dude, I enjoy this movie, and I like movies that are like somewhat Christmas movies, and I watch this every fucking year, dude. It's right up there with Batman Returns for me. It's a movie that I'm gonna watch around Christmas time because it's got that Christmas feel to it. You had the big fucking gift for Pepper in the beginning, the big Christmas tree, right? And of course they blow up his house. But so the part that gets everybody all hot and bothered, Adrian, the Mandarin twist. our boy Trevor Slattery from Wonder Man, who I think has redeemed himself as an MCU character. He's got to be one of the best like made for TV comic characters, because I don't think there's any Trevor Slattery in the comics that I know of. So now the Mandarin reveal. So now in the comics, the Mandarin is one of Iron Man's probably biggest, greatest nemesis. Is that a fair statement?
From a power level, yes, because of the rings.
Gotcha.
But outside of that, not really.
Okay. So you wouldn't say he's like, he's the Joker to Tony's Batman?
No, not at
all. He's a genius martial artist in the comics.
And the reason I say that is because the Joker is always fucking with Batman.
Okay.
The Mandarin comes around periodically.
Got it. So he's he's a genius martial artist in the comics, and he has these 10 alien rings that has all his power, yada, yada, yada. In the trailers for Iron Man 3, Ben Kingsley was portrayed as this character, and he looked terrifying. It was kind of like a Bin Laden inspired, terrorist type of dude. His voiceovers were haunting, right? Chilling, as they say. And people thought we were getting. So I think you may fall under this category as you're an Iron Man fan. So you're seeing these trailers, you're thinking, oh, we're about to get fucking Mandarin versus Iron Man.
It was a build up to be let down.
Yes. So me, as someone who was not a huge Iron Man fan, I didn't give a shit about the Mandarin.
Sure.
So I was like, well, fucking, you could have played the Mandarin. I would have been like, oh shit, that's awesome.
Right.
But as a real Iron Man fan, you're thinking, oh, he's gonna have to fight this martial art fucking expert with these rings and these powers. And instead, they go to this compound in Miami, kick in the door. He's a fucking British theater actor on drugs, stumbling out of the bathroom. That's the reveal?
Right.
So when you first saw that, bro, how the fuck did you feel?
It was like you've been outside all day, it's hot as fuck, right? Your body's over temped, and then somebody like splashes ice water on you.
Okay. Damn.
It was just a dramatic shift from one thing to the next.
Yeah.
And it definitely wasn't a good thing. So
in the movie, Aldrich Killian, the guy who creates the extremists, he created this Mandarin as a fictional character to take credit for all these explosions that he was actually causing. He used focus groups, green screen, used an actor to manipulate the media, the government, the whole deal. A lot of people were upset about that. Now, how did they fix it? Well, later on, there was a short that came out called All Hail the King, a one-shot. Marvel has a lot of these one-shots. And the short film shows Trevor in prison, and a documentary filmmaker interviews him and reveals himself to be a member of the actual 10 Rings. They kidnapped Trevor because the real Mandarin is pissed that his name was stolen. So this is kind of their apology for this.
Sure.
And then in 2021, Shang-Chi comes out 8 years later. The MCU introduces Wenwu, who is the real 1,000-year-old warlord. We find out that he kept Trevor alive as a court jester. Remember, he had him fucking prisoned. And this kind of, I guess, retcons and fixes Iron Man 3, because it now means that they stole the legend of a real guy. They didn't just make up the Mandarin. We just hadn't met him yet. So it went from it being this dude who just bombed the fucking bathroom, destroyed the shitter, to actually being this badass motherfucker with the 10 rings.
Yeah.
Now, in the comics, the 10 rings, are they rings that go on your wrist, or are they rings on your fingers?
Finger rings.
I thought so. So they did change that.
Yep.
And do you remember there being a connection to Shang-Chi, or is that something that's new for the MCU?
I don't remember it being a connection.
Okay. That's a character, too, that would be fucking probably, who the fuck is Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
We see him. You know that he's a badass martial artist.
Right.
But do you really know that much more about him? I might have to find out, dude. So for me, I asked you, when the bathroom door opened in 2013 and Ben Kingsley comes out and asked for fucking drugs, you didn't laugh.
No.
You were pissed.
I'm like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. So me, I'm a comic guy, I'm a Marvel guy, but again, I was not a big Iron Man fan prior. So when I saw it, dude, I was like, I was laughing. Oh, that shit's funny as shit.
Right.
You know, but it's funny, different perspectives, right? Yeah. Like, and I understand why. Someone who's grew up like Iron Man to you was like my Batman.
Right.
When it came to reading comics, a character that,
absolutely,
like, if I was a Batman comic, I was checking for it, dude. Mm-hmm. If there was an X-Men one, sure. If there was a Captain America, Iron Man, I was like, get that bullshit out of here. You're my fucking Batman. Which you were probably looking at Iron Man over a lot of characters.
Sure. Well, I mean, I look at a lot of characters. You fuck up Namor, you give me a fat Namor, then you change his whole, history and all this stuff. You just make up nonsensical shit, right? You take T'Challa out, I think, just recast him.
Right.
It just certain things I'm a kind of a purist about. Especially when there's no reason for you to make those kind of changes.
Right.
There is no reason to make a Aztecian Namor or whatever it was. And now all of a sudden you got vibranium over there, wherever they was. And they fucked up Namorita and all this other kind of shit. It's just there's no reason to do it other than some kind of social pressure for whatever reason.
Sure.
Girl power. Yeah, fuck it.
Which makes me even more nervous about the Paramount deal.
Yeah.
They're going to make fucking Superman look like Donald Trump.
Oh, wow.
Anyway. But yeah, so it's interesting. Y'all let us know, how did you feel about the reveal? And I'd be interested to see the people that didn't mind it, how big were you into Iron Man, and the people that did, how big were you in? Because I think that's kind of the deciding factor, right? If I don't know who the fuck the Mandarin is,
right,
why would I care if it's this fucking crackhead, shitting up a storm with a couple prostitutes, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I did, I'm like, oh, dude, what the fuck did y'all do?
That's exactly it.
Now, let me ask you this. Now that you've seen Shang-Chi, you like Shang-Chi, right?
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about the actual Mandarin being Wenwu?
I don't care who it is. I just don't like the portrayal of the rings being the rings.
Okay, you don't like how they changed the rings.
I don't. Yeah.
Got it.
To me, that's like, Peter Parker shooting webs out of his wrist.
Better than him shooting them out of his ass.
There's that.
It could always be worse, Adrian.
It definitely could always be worse.
It could have been fucking 10 cock rings. That'd have been weird to see on screen.
Yeah.
Could have been
Benoit balls out of his ass. Whatever.
Anyway, so did you like the Mandarin twist? Did you not? And also, what are your thoughts on Iron Man 3 as a whole? I like it. It's a movie. It's a fun movie. I think that regardless of all of these little things, it's a fun watch,
But at what point, like there's a Spider-Man in which Mary Jane gets spider powers.
Yeah.
Then in Iron Man 3, Pepper gets, this extremist shit. It's like,
that was a little
come on, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people got to get fucking powers around you and stuff? Just leave it alone.
Well, they had to have Pepper be the one to finish off killing. They got to get girl power, dude, like you said.
Well, she could have got a random fucking gauntlet from one of them Iron Man things that blew up and shot him or something, you know? Didn't have to actually get the power herself.
True.
So now what does that put Pepper moving forward? Because we haven't seen this power in anything else after.
No, well, they took it out. They got it out of her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's convenient, dude. They just you put it in, you take it out,
Even though she did look pretty hot with that shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The end scene, the big, all these suits flying around. You got Rhodey jumping in and out, Tony jumping in and out, fighting, Aldridge with the full extremists. I thought it was fun. How'd you feel about the end scene?
No, it was good. It was entertaining.
Yep. I liked it more than the end of Iron Man 2, where they had all those like drone robots and like it was just a little messy. I think this was a bet for that kind of same feel, a ton of suits, shit happening everywhere, chaos. I thought they did a good job.
Yeah.
They nailed it. And what's funny, speaking of Jen Ortega, she's actually in this movie. So remember the reveal with the extremists where we know that it allows amputees to regrow limbs and things like that. And one of the politician that was behind this, I think maybe it was the vice president who tried to kill the president to, cause this issue, whatever. He was working with Killian because his daughter was the one in the wheelchair with a missing leg. Remember that little? So the little girl who plays the girl in the wheelchair is actually Jenna Ortega before she blew up. So a little fun fact there for you. Which was it? What does it mean? Fucking nothing, actually. But you want to sound cool around if you have kids, teenage kids, I guarantee they like Jenna Ortega. If you have a teenage girl, like my daughter, so you want to sound impressive in front of your teenager, bring that up. I know where she's from. Like, oh my God, Dad, you're so amazing. Oh my God. That's what they say, or not. They go, can I get a new phone? Right. What time we going to the movies? Did you buy me this? Things like that. So anyways, that is the road to Doomsday for this week. Next week's watch, Adrian, this is going to please a lot of people, Adrian. You know, I like to please the people.
Okay.
This is going to make a lot of people happy. This is a movie that gets deep-throated so much online. Yes. Captain America, Winter Soldier. A lot of people's favorite movie. Now, I do really like this movie.
Okay.
It's a great movie, but that's our next watch. A lot of people say it's the best MCU movie, period. I don't agree with that. It's definitely in the top 5.
Sure.
But this is a phenomenal movie. This is a movie that I think really helped change my stance on Captain America.
Okay.
Because I was not a big Cap guy. I thought he was a dorky ass, fucking bitch ass Boy Scout. Always do the right thing. Oh my God. He annoyed the fucking shit out of me. But his trajectory, like in Avengers, the first Avengers, when he's like whining about Antonio, you're out the suit, you take out the suit. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking old frozen ass up. But this movie really, really made me like this character.
Yeah. No, I've always liked Captain America. But I was just sad that I didn't get into the Black Panther thing until later because he's even more impressive. But I've always liked Captain America.
Yeah.
I didn't really get the Boy Scout angle until he got on in the movies.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of like is like made him kind of cringeworthy and shit. But
absolutely, and that was most of my exposure. I wasn't crazy about. I just didn't do a deep dive into him in the comics, you know.
Yeah.
But Winter Soldier is a movie, again, made me really like this character. It's a great story. There's a lot of shit that goes on in this.
Right.
And it sets up so much for the next phase of the MCU. So that's our watch for this next week. All right, we're changing something up, Adrian, because I feel we got a little segment heavy here, okay? So the road to, and also we're everybody's favorite yappers, so we need more time to yap. We can't just be jumping segment. We have to yap, Adrian.
Okay.
So I'm actually moving a segment onto Mic Check. So the Road to Secret Wars, the comic read through, I'm going to move that to Mic Check, which drops on Thursdays. So last week's reads we will discuss on Mic Check, and let's just say, I mean, Steve Rogers is dead. We talked about that last week.
Right.
Tony kind of won that war. The new Avengers are in hiding. And now we're getting into World War Hulk and then eventually Secret Invasion. So we'll go over that this Thursday. So hop on that. If you're subscribed, you'll get notified. But that will drop. And dude, my studio's coming along, dude. When y'all see my shit Thursday, there's gonna be fucking lights behind me and displays and figures and oh my God, that too. Let me get a little button that says that. Oh my God. Anyways, and dude, I've had some people reach out. So we do the live on Fridays.
Right.
And what I realized is believe it or not, a lot of our followers look like us, meaning they're like guys in their 40s and 50s.
Right.
That still read comic shit, still got fucking figures in their house, all kinds of stuff. And a good chunk of them are also creating content, which I think is awesome.
Sure.
You know, a lot of time they give us credit for inspiring them, and hey, if we did, that's great. But there's a handful of, someone even reached out and said they were going to send some shirt designs, and I say all that to say, dude, we're open. It's just two of us, fucking doing this every week. Right. You got some suggestions? You want to help out? Send some shit, dude. Who knows? I mean, you see all these groups that are built on social media. Like, there's a commercial I see now for Mom Talk. I know you've never heard about this. It's, you got moms on TikTok. They make content. Well, whatever. But they group up with other moms and they fucking work. They help each other out, give each other insight. Maybe they collab, do different shit. So my point is maybe there's a space for us. I don't know what to call us, Adrian. Fucking unks in comics, you know? Like, I mean, we're unk status, right? People call us that.
Sure.
So I think maybe there's a space for unks in comics to, so my point is that if there are creators out there and if y'all want to do some stuff, fucking let us know, dude. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, and why not build it with some more people, you know?
What would unks in college in comics? I almost said unks in college.
Yeah, you don't want unks in college.
What would unks in comics do?
what we show up and do every fucking week, dude. We keep it real. We talk shit. We call out bullshit, and we have fun.
We do that now.
Yeah.
So what would Unks and Comics do?
We would have other people. Other people that are also Unks, that are also in comics.
Yeah.
Maybe we collab. Maybe we get on their shit. Maybe they get on ours. Maybe we just share each other's shit. Maybe we share some insight, But my point is, there are a handful.
Sure.
There's one guy on it. It was like a couple months ago, and also like, dude, you've said this before here several times about the pie, your pie analogy.
Yeah.
It's not, I take my piece now, you don't have a piece. The pie's infinite, right?
Pie is infinite.
I had this guy on a live a few weeks ago. He was like, because I did a live on Thursday that week because an album dropped. And he was like, I didn't even respond to it. He was like, oh, since I'll go on live tomorrow since you're not going to be on live. I don't want to interfere. I'm like, bro, listen, there's plenty of fucking people on TikTok. And I mean this with all due respect. You could do your live the same fucking time as mine, and you call yourself Mike. I don't give a fuck. There's plenty of fucking people out there. So when I say that, I mean it as a positive thing. We all could fucking work together and there's plenty of views and followers. One is not going to, you ain't going to prevent me from doing what I'm doing, and I ain't going to prevent you from doing what you're doing.
Correct.
But if rising tide raises all ships. So I'm just throwing that out there.
There you go.
So anyways, with that being said, what are we going to do now? We're going to fucking respond to some people, Adrian. Unfortunately, I don't think I have anybody to yell at this week. So
it's okay.
Yeah, give him a week off, right? Sure. But this is where we respond. We got a bunch of your comment. Read a comment. When are you going to read my comment? I'm going to fucking read it right motherfucking now. And I do. I appreciate every comment. Even if I don't read it, I appreciate it. We're nothing without you all. No. All right. Akeem Amor says, AWOB, gentlemen. If you don't know what AWOB means, it means another week, another banger. And that's what we do, Adrian. Right. We bang every week here. Shit. All right. Akeem Amor says, AWOB, gentlemen, I'm one of those people who saw y'all on TikTok and been hooked ever since. I also said, let us know, where did you find this? I think a lot of people was on TikTok.
Yeah.
I appreciate how real y'all are. See, he's talking about us being hunks. And it's really given me the drive to get back to the YouTube channel I started years ago. We'll fucking do it, bro.
Right.
As soon as I think I am ready again, life kicks me in the arse and I'm back to square one. It does. It happens, dude. Yeah. There's a lot of ups and downs. But listening to y'all talk about just doing it is giving me the motivation to just do it and get out of my head about everything. Has to line up perfectly for it to be successful. No, it doesn't. So thanks for everything you guys do. Absolutely. It's funny. I didn't even know this was the first comment. It tied in right what I was saying. But it's never going to be the right time.
Exactly.
Just fucking do it.
So here's my thought about stuff like that, right? So throughout your day, you might have to go pick up some kids and fucking beat the dog or go to work or whatever.
Yep.
And during that time, you're going to get hungry, right?
Sure.
So throughout all of that mess of a day, or your day might be like mine, awesome every day, right?
Of course.
You got to eat.
Yep.
Right? You figure out a way to eat. Well,
sure.
So take that and think about something that you want to do. Stop saying that stuff always happen because it's going to always happen.
It is.
Just like you are always going to be hungry, but you make time to eat.
Right.
So get in your head that stuff is always going to happen and just fucking come up with a plan that regardless of what happens, you're going to do this thing every day.
Right.
And you're done. Next thing you know, you're 3 years later and you're getting fucking toys sent to you for nothing.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's you got to make it a priority.
Right.
You got to carve out the time. And also, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Right.
You and I have a habit of this sometimes. I'm going to do this and that and then sometimes you got to take a step back and look at, all right, what are the things I can actually do right now? What can I do? Figure out this, Akeem. What can you do on a weekly basis? If you can add one thing, if it's a 30-minute fucking podcast once a week and you can record it, edit, put it on in a couple hours, just do that.
I think a lot of people get stuck with, like, some of the channels that I subscribe to, right? They only put out one video a month.
Yeah.
They get millions of views,
sure,
but they only put out one video a month. So think about that. So I think a lot of people think that if I can't do this every day, then I'm not going to be successful. And that's not the case.
No.
Just start and then it'll go where it goes.
Yep.
But until you start, the guaranteed way that you fail is that if you never start.
Sure. But start off with a small bite, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, an hour a week, I'm going to record. An hour a week, I'm going to edit. Put it out. You know? Like the recipe here was we did the one podcast a week. Mm-hmm. I put shorts on TikTok, and that drove traffic to the podcast. That's all it was day one.
Right.
A lot more now. I mean, there's fucking 2 podcasts. There's a membership. There's a 3rd podcast on my own. There's a live. There's this. Yeah. But day one, dude, it was just podcast, fucking record, bounce.
Right. And the thing about all this shit that Mike's saying that he does is this: as you hone your craft, you become more efficient at it. Mm-hmm. So he's not necessarily spending more time doing this shit. Because in the beginning, he'd probably spend, that 1 hour. He says this one podcast that he spent 1 hour doing today might have been fucking half a day back then.
Sure,
right?
Absolutely.
So as he honed his craft and getting these things out, you spend less time doing it. So then that opens up the opportunity for you to do more stuff within the same period of time.
Last thing I'll say about that: use AI. Use. I started on ChatGPT. I used that for the first probably two years. And then about 6 months ago, I switched to Gemini, and I've always used AI in the podcast to do research, to format segments, to help with descriptions, title. Literally every part of this that doesn't come from right here is assisted with AI.
Absolutely.
So that's why it could be a fucking 2-man show. And it looks like it's a big production, and it looks like we got a fucking 100 interns running around the clock. We actually don't,
We literally don't.
We literally don't. So, but I think that's the kind of shit I'm talking about, as the comic unks. Like, that's some shit that, dude, we could figure something out, share some info with some people.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Anyways, DJ Super Soldier also says AWAB. He says Silver Fox in the Unaliver origin story needs to be on screen, needs an on-screen adaptation. We talked about our origin last week. Yeah, we will have to embellish a little bit, though.
Yeah.
We'll have to add in some superpowers, some battles, I was getting jumped, and then my powers hadn't, shown up yet. Then you showed up and you helped me out, and then I became a mutant, and we fucking slaughtered everybody. And then we went to the arcade to play the Turtles in Time Machine.
Yes.
All
that.
Like, we just a little embellishment, a little bit. But it's coming soon, dude. Well, now with this Paramount thing, who knows? But Paramount might call us now, Sure. With the way we talk about them, they're probably on the phone right now. We should take a break and go check.
That's it.
The Captain Canada says, AWA boys, always love hearing y'all origin stories. Still remember finding you guys in YouTube and beginning my journey. Oh, so you're a YouTube beginner. Making Mondays and Tuesdays great again. Even if you joke about Canada becoming the 51st state, will never happen. Not fucking joking, bro. Love the
Trump wants that shit.
Yes, he's buying Paramount, he's bombing Iran, and he's taking Canada and Greenland and maybe Iceland too. Who the fuck knows? And slap Australia's next too. 52nd
all right,
state.
Think about this. Planet Trump. He's getting everything.
Well, let's see how we say that.
Okay. No, you get this one, Adrian.
I thought my jokes were bad.
All right. Cap says, love the Civil War comic run. Definitely top tier. Yes, it was. Adrian is like my mother-in-law, in bed by 4 p.m. Dang, bro. Bro,
hey.
he operates on a different schedule, dude.
Hey, just because I'm up at 2 or 3 a.m.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there's probably the same amount. It's just your clock's very shifted from other people. Yeah,
exactly.
So, you know what? Hey, you showed up on one live. Everybody asks every week. Maybe one week Adrian will pop back up again. You never know. Let's see. Maple Grove. He's over in Ireland, mate. He says, what's up, fellas? AWAB. Non-comic question. Since y'all mentioned Coke. No, he's talking about Coca-Cola, by the way. Being different in cans than bottles. Have you ever tried soda in different countries? For example, Adrian, when you were in Ireland, did you notice the difference? America's Fanta looks radioactive, but in Irish, Fanta, is yellow in color. Did you have soda in other countries?
I don't put soda in my alcohol.
Come on, you did not have one.
I didn't have one fucking soda.
Seriously?
Over there.
No Coke.
Dude. No.
Damn, and you're a soda drinker, dude. Like you like some soda. Shit.
Nah, it's like I don't want to. When I go to a different country, I want to experience. Like I'll literally ask for things that only I can get there,
okay.
Right. I don't want to go And it's just a reflexive thought. I don't think about consuming something in a foreign country like a Coke that I can get at home, because in my mind, regardless of it's made for a different country, to me it's the same thing.
Okay.
So I wouldn't even go after it.
Yeah, I mean, I that makes sense. Like when we travel, I try not to eat at places that we have back home, right? Like my daughter, we went to New York City, I think it was last summer to go see Billie Eilish, right? We stayed there for a couple days, and I'm like, bro, we're gonna get some White Castle, we're gonna get some New York pizza. We get there, and she's like, can we get Taco Bell? But there's a pizza, there's New York pizza right there. I don't want pizza, I want Taco Bell. But we had Taco Bell at home. You get it like fucking once a week. Why do I have to? We had Taco Bell. We had fucking Five Guys. Like I love Five Guys, but it's right down the street, bro. Like I wanted to get White Castle, dude. I wanted some fucking New York pizza, dude. I wanted some shit we didn't get. So, but my daughter, you know how it is when you go with your daughter. It's just she's in charge. So, but when you go as a family, you can kind of go different places.
But actually, when I pop around some more, I travel pretty much every year. So. And now that you planted that seed, I'm gonna think about that.
You got to try the soda and report back to us, dude. Bloody Knuckles Show says, I saw Tyson, Mayweather are boxing or really sparring, and Pacquiao and Mayweather 2 after all are on Netflix. Oh yeah, dude, they're rolling them back out there. More boxing. So Tyson's gonna fight Mayweather. He can't wait. Maybe some more snot. Maybe another bare ass Tyson. What do you think?
All the above.
Yes.
Probably.
And then Mayweather is fighting Manny Pacquiao again, fucking decade later. Like, I mean,
don't you think that the outcome is probably going to be the same?
Probably. Yeah. Yep. So, anyways, let's see. Got OG Dirte says, what up, Mike and Adrian? I was the one who recommended Exodus. Oh, nice. Last week's Hidden Gems. So good shit, OG. Oh, yo, OG's solid with the Hidden Gems because he's had a handful of recommendations. I figured you guys haven't heard of him, and I'm sure I can find plenty more characters a lot of people have overlooked. Bro, keep them coming, dude. That was a good one. Coming. Unlike my boy.
Keep them coming.
Keep him coming. Pause.
No, pause.
Unlike John Bon Von in that really bad
John, man, I'm sorry, man. You would never live that shit down, dude.
But we love you, John. You the man.
Yeah.
It's just that was really bad, though. Let's see who else we got. Sons of Seckman, only comics podcast is the treatment for life's difficulties. Testify. Yes, I love that. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. LB says we're probably not getting the Brave and Bold until 2030 for real. Wow. Keep pushing this shit. I mean, if the Batman 2 comes out in 27, right, and then the third one's going to be probably 28, 29. Yeah, you'd be fucking 2035, dude. Maybe Zack Snyder will come back to direct it, or not. Let's see what else we got. Let's check out our friends on Spotify, Adrian. Because you can find us on YouTube, you can find us on Spotify, fucking Apple Podcasts. You might find us at home in your living room one day. You never fucking know, dude. Well, now with the Ring cameras, they would find us right on our way in. Yes. Let's see. Anthony says, I was saying it would be dope if they use a similar scenario from the animated Spider-Man. Peter turns into a human spider, but in this scenario, he fights Hulk and the Punisher. I mean, you do have all this in Brand New Day. You could be a little weird, a little fucking wacky, but you got all the pieces there. So, I mean, hey, whatever, dude. Let's see. Just Antos Review says, AWOB guys, so I was listening to your pod at work and got a call from my sister to come outside, and my grandma was with her. She got me this really dope Wolverine Funko, and I also that's awesome, and I can't wait to see Doomsday, especially with all the hype you guys are building for it. It's going to be a banger. And I also, Mike, I would say that The Evil Dead is one of the best horror franchises next to Scream. They've never had a bad movie. Hope you guys stay warm during all this snow. Peace, Justin. Evil Dead. You watch the Evil Dead franchise?
I'm trying to remember which one it is.
I think it's the one with Ash, maybe.
If that's the case, then yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you thought it was good. Yeah. I've never seen any of them, believe it or not.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I believe it. I mean, it's like the Evil when it first came out, it's like a cult classic.
Yeah.
Scream is, I mean, you say it's like the best franchise.
It's a cult classic, Adrian. I guarantee it's a cult.
I don't know about the cult thing.
Come on, why are you hating on Scream, you know?
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, you know.
It's a cult. It's
proper
a cult.
Perspective.
For my cult, it's a cult classic, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Cavett here agree. I agree that Scream is top tier for horror franchises and is most consistent with quality. He gets it, see?
Yeah, but he didn't say cult classic.
I think he was gonna say that, but he ran out of time.
Ran out of time?
Yes.
Ran out of characters?
Yes, he did with that short fucking comment. He ran out of characters. Let's see. AWAB, do you think that comic Odin could beat comic Thanos with the gauntlet? No. Not with the gauntlet. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Because the gauntlet gives them reality warping and all this other kind of stuff. Odin is not quite there with all that shit.
No. And then Nick Casillo, he's been around for a minute. He lives in New Jersey, so I apologize for all the bad things I say about New Jersey because you live there, Nick. Hopefully, when it gets destroyed by Magneto, we can move you out of New Jersey.
Right.
But he says, Mike, I've been really trying to learn how to use AI, and I noticed you switched from Chat GPT to Gemini. Any reason why? And have you tried others? That's a great question. So let me start at the end of that. I've not tried others. You have.
Right.
Which I'll ask you about in a second. Gemini to Chat GPT. The main reason I even tried it was I got the Pixel Pro XL phone, the Pixel 10, whatever the fuck it was, a few months ago. My phone shit the bed. I had the 8, and Gemini is all built into this motherfucker.
Right.
And you also, and I've felt like with Chat GPT, it's been getting dumber every fucking time I use it. I feel like that. You use Chat GPT?
I started out using Chat because it was just there.
Yeah.
Actually, I started out using Copilot.
Oh, use that first.
Because I was all over Bing. Bing is a Microsoft search engine, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to Google. So I have a little experience. I even think Copilot is better than ChatGPT at this point. Mm-hmm. So I was using Chat because that was the thing. You know, everybody's using Chat. But as a developer, I would ask it to do something, and then 2 sentences later, what it gave me originally, it will forget about. So it was just constantly making mistakes that would have to be corrected. And after a long conversation, there's so many mistakes made.
Yes.
You kind of forget where you are, and it's like it was just exhaustive. So I switched over to Claude.
Okay.
AI, and it's night and day.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just night and day. So I would say Chat is more like a personal assistant.
Yes.
Like a 900-year-old fucking personal assistant that will forget your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, will forget your dry clean, will forget to tell you got an appointment. So
yeah, I feel like it was getting dumber every time I used it.
Yeah.
And a lot of inaccuracies. You know, one of the things I use it for is creating chapters on YouTube. And fucking ChatGPT always fucked it up. I dropped my entire transcript in there. Any all that edit knows it has timestamps. And it would give me shit. It wouldn't read the whole thing. It would give me things at the wrong time. Gemini, fucking phenomenal at it. So I think Gemini remembers more.
Yeah.
And Gemini, what I've learned is I have a lot of chats, right?
Right.
Gemini can remember things from other chats. ChatGPT, a lot of times, if I didn't say it in this chat, you didn't even fucking know it.
Right.
So it's like I need, and I would have to constantly remind it to do things that I've already asked it to do, and it would just forget. You know, like, hey, whenever I ask for this, give it to me in this format. Okay, cool. They would do it twice, and then they give me a whole new format. Like, bro, bitch, are you fucking retarded? What the fuck did I already tell you? Fucking pay attention. Shit.
Right. I remember having a conversation with Chat, and it responded, and I was like, oh my God, I'm literally watching Alzheimer's in the making. It was just so frustrating. And at that point, I switched.
I should have just said that, Nick. ChatGPT has Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
That's what it is like using it consistently.
Yeah.
And Gemini does not. I also love I've showed you this before, the live camera feed of Gemini. I can literally turn it on, my camera on my phone, and start asking it questions.
Right.
Dude, I've done I've solved tech issues at my house with Gemini.
Right.
I'm showing it the back of devices and going, what do I put there? This isn't working. How do I track it? Like, I've solved the internet issues at my house using Chat. I'm using Gemini's live.
Yeah, because Verizon ain't going to solve it.
They ain't going to solve shit, dude. So, and
we just fucked ourselves with that sponsor.
Yeah, we did. Even though I'm like going there today to get my daughter a phone. So fuck you guys. Shit. So the only ones I've tried are Gemini and Chat. You've tried. You use Claude predominantly now.
Claude predominantly. Copilot for some offshoot things.
Yep.
And I don't use Chat at all.
Okay. And any other ones that you've tried or no?
No.
Just that group. Yeah.
No, just those three.
And there's a lot of them out there, dude. And they're going to change. I mean, who knows? ChatGPT could be rebuilt and come back and be the best one ever, you know. But I feel like Chat's like you're lonely, you want someone to talk to, make you feel good, talk to ChatGPT. Because that's all. Every answer, it agrees with you. It tells you you're great. You have the dumbest idea in the world. It'd be like, that's a phenomenal idea. I'm like, you should go do that right now.
Or you can try real people. I mean,
that too, yeah. They're out there. And Gemini, when we got into this fasting stuff, I have a whole chat that is literally like a fitness fucking consultant for me.
Right.
Even when I went back to the gym yesterday, I'm like, hey, I'm fasted for 12 hours. Should I eat before I go to the gym or after? No, eat after. Here's what you should eat. I'll literally tell it, I'm going to be in this town. Okay, hey, if you go to this place, get this meal. If you go here, get this. Matter of fact, don't eat this. It was telling me, hey, if you're going to go to Subway, don't get bread, you fat fuck. It didn't say that part, but it was like, don't get bread. Get the salad bowl. And even if you're tempted to get bread, don't get it. Don't get the wrap either. Do this. Here's why. Like, dude, and I can just change the plans. I'm going home now. Here's what I got at home. What should I eat? Dude, it's phenomenal. So, anyways, all right. Let's see. One more. Metal Forehead. Okay. Hey guys, great show. Keeping me going at work as normal. Gotta say, I think at this point I'm looking forward to a brand new day, mainly because I'm a big Punisher fan, and those issues with Frank joining the Secret Invasion just highlights how dangerous he is. Absolutely. And he, this whole, not fighting back with Cap. I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. He single-handedly taken on the Avengers twice and embarrassed them both times, especially Tony. Have you done a gem on Frank yet? That's a good one. Frank Castle, Punisher. I don't think you did.
We talked extensively about so many people.
Yeah.
I want to say I have, but we can always revisit.
We can always revisit.
Yep.
Or he may even fall into that category of everybody fucking knows him, but do you really fucking know him? So,
or we went into it. Probably not, because we probably went into the Punisher series.
Yep.
And talked at length about that. So.
Okay, so we'll add him to one of the fucking lists around here, So that is our We Respond for the week. All right, Adrian, it's that time. It's time for the motherfucking 5-star hidden gem, as we call it around here, dude. Who is our hidden gem this week? Is it me?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Close.
Okay,
well,
it's close.
No, not really. All right, so this was another recommendation. I'm going back. I'm trying to get to you guys, your recommendations. Yes. Now, this is a short one. And actually, the backstory about this character is more interesting than the actual character itself. It's not quite a Diablo, but so this week's hidden gem is Snowfall. Now, the name sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Damn.
Now, the interesting thing about this character, remember I talked about, what's her name? Tara. She's DC comic character. With the Teen Titans.
Yep.
Very young girl, 14 years old. She was seduced by Slade, the Terminator, fucking, on this underage girl shit. He basically twisted her mind and had her attack the Titans and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of that kind of story. Except, nobody's like, dicking his girl down.
Damn.
So Snowfall, her name was Jenny Snow. She was a mutant. She was a telepath, real powerful telepath, not a Jean Grey kind of level, but she's still very powerful. She can do, she was a precog, so she can kind of look into the future and tell you different things about the future. She was a telepath, so she can, affect your mind and all this kind of stuff. The reason that she came on the radar was because a bunch of SHIELD agents in a particular area was dying from brain hemorrhage.
Okay.
So Nick sent Captain America to go investigate. And as Cap got closer to her, she projected into his mind, or she projected to Nick and Cap, this beautiful young girl, this young woman. So Cap went looking for her. She's saying, I'm captive, I'm being held here, so on and so forth. So he went looking for her. But when he actually got to her and found out that she was being held in this one facility by this cat who was using her to actually he put in suspended animation so that her powers can mature, but he was using her powers to do evil shit.
Okay.
Also, what Cap found out was that she wasn't a young woman, she was a girl, like 10 years old, 10 years old or some shit. So literally he goes to this castle. She's literally in a coffin, right? And she's been held there captive all this time, right? So Cap goes, he rescues her, the place blows up. And she looks at Cap's like, oh, it's going to be a beautiful future, blah, 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 blah. She freezes his muscles up so he can't move. This is in the middle of a snowstorm. She freezes his muscles up so he can't move. And she walks off into the snowstorm, disappears, and then Cap's muscles, get unfrozen. So he follows the footprints, and they go to an edge of a cliff, and that's where her footprints stop. So the idea is that, she was so scarred by being abused all these years to do all this horrific shit, she just killed herself. So so literally, like Tara, a very short run, and this is the interesting part about, she was literally, now in comics they have these things where they'll create these characters just to make a certain comic. Or like they're like a budding mutant or a budding superpower, but they come in for a episode or a very short run, and then they go away. And this was Jenny Snow. And really it was about the theatrics of, Captain America going out, saving this girl, coming back, the whole, and the guy who had kidnapped her was Stephen Tuval. He was like an alien or something that kidnapped her and abducted, manipulated, and weaponized her, basically, to do all this crazy shit. So, another part of why she kind of went away, because now she's a mutant like Jean, not as powerful as Jean, but if they would have brought her out, which is probably why they don't bring out a lot of characters, right? They don't want to muddy the popular ones.
Yeah.
But also, what's her purpose? I mean, she's a telepath. She's a mutant, which is just like Jean. Then now you're going to confuse her with Jean. What role is she going to play as a mutant, specifically to the X-Men, and as a telepath competing up against Jean? So, and also there was a way for them to get really, because when you think about mutants or you hear about mutants, it's usually associated with the X-Men. Now here you have a mutant that's associated with Captain America, and that's never been done before. Yeah. So it was kind of a way to get a mutant outside of the context of the X-Men. Got it. So could have been a potentially, especially considering all the mutants they have, in the X-Men, it could have been just another one, but probably would have gotten lost. Seemed like a pretty powerful person, especially with the fact that she was only, 10, 12 years old, and she was that powerful. She was able to create aneurysms in people's heads and shit, and that's why they was dropping off and, came on Nick's radar. Nick was like, hey, Cap, go and possibly get your brain fucking blown up. But go check this out. But it was also a feel-good story for a Captain America episode. He was able to go out and save somebody and so on and so forth. But also, like Tara, very tragic because she ends up dying at the end, or supposedly dying at the end. So anyway, Snowfall could have been a good character, but I think they probably did the right thing with this character and just kind of like let her go. Yeah. Which apparently they do a lot of. So that's it.
Put her out to pasture, as they say.
Yep.
Took her out behind the old woodshed. Shot her in the fucking head. Or maybe
or she just dropped off a cliff.
Okay, or that.
But so I was going through my notes, and I just want to make sure I'm trying to get as many specific requests as possible. Some are longer than others. Some are more awesome than others.
Sure.
But then you have this kind of shit where it's just like, it's just a sad story.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Well, Adrian, you are a man of the people today, you know, or you have been the past few weeks with your hidden gems. You know, we recovered from John Bon Von with his atrocity. And now you're finally back to taking, you know, requests. John, you fucked it up for a lot of people because Adrian was like, I'm not taking no more requests after this. I'm just playing. Where you been on the live, dude? I know you're driving around all these kids and shit. You got another one on the way. Shit, man. Congrats, by the way. All right. So that is our hidden gem. And it's about that time, Adrian. The sun's getting, you know, low, big guy. We're going to do a little agree to disagree. Last week, you had some disagrees. It's fine. I didn't hear anyone say shit then. People fucking bitch and complain when you agree. Last week, all these motherfuckers that were complaining didn't say a goddamn thing. So you got your disagrees and you didn't even fucking speak up. At least own both sides, right? If you're bitching about one thing and then we prove you wrong, at least come out and go, you know what? I was wrong. I'm a dumbass. I'm a stupid fuck. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, Adrian, for being such a fucking moron. And you guys don't actually always agree. I just never say shit when you disagree because I'm stupid. You could have just said that.
Yeah, which is probably why they didn't.
Well, guess what? I'm ready to do it again, Adrian. Are you?
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it. Here we go. Number 1, Iron Man 3 was better than Iron Man 2.
Agree.
Jack Nicholson's Joker is overrated.
Agree.
After all these years, we figured it out.
Why are we even talking about that? That's what I want to know.
Because of the Lego Batman game. They recreated that stupid museum scene.
Out of all the awesome shit they could have done.
You know, you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Bitch, what the fuck does that even mean? Hey. We act like it's so deep. Shut the fucking fuck up.
Did you know Prince did that entire soundtrack?
I did.
Yeah, that was pretty
cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's probably the best thing about the movie, honestly, is fucking, or you want to get nuts? I'll show you nuts. I'll show you nuts, bitch. Fuck. All right. Melissa Barrera should not have been fired by Paramount for her comments she made online.
Agree.
That being said, go fucking see Screen 7. Jean Grey has never been done justice in live action.
Agree.
She would absolutely cook the Justice League.
Absolutely.
And with Wanda on her side, it'd be so quick that Marvel would put it in a post-credit scene.
Right. So think about this. Jean and Wanda against the entire DCU.
It's a wrap, dude.
That would be crazy.
It's over. It should take fucking 10 minutes, dude. We could get in a game of fucking Turtles in Time back there. And matter of fact, shout out to this segment is brought to you by Numskull. Right there. These 1/4 size replica arcade machines. They're playable. They're amazing. You got the Ninja Turtles in Time back there. They have a bunch of different options. There's a link in our description, so go check them out. Shout out to our sponsors for this segment and our episode this week. And the last opinion here, Adrian, is if the mutant saga is done right, it will tank everything that we've seen in the MCU so far.
Agree.
And I'm going to explain this last one. The reason I say that is the potential with these characters.
Right.
Like, the X-Men are the fucking A-team, dude, for Marvel. And they have been.
Right.
And the MCU was built with scraps. Let's be honest. Marvel was almost bankrupt. They pawned off all their big characters, Spider-Man, X-Men, Hulk, all these other studios. And then they wanted to do their own shit. And they were left with the Avengers, which the Avengers were not what they are now, you know. So they were left with scraps, essentially, and they made a fucking amazing universe with a bunch of leftovers.
Right.
Now, you got the main attraction right now. You got the X-Men, you got the mutants, you got Spider-Man in the fold. So this next saga, I think, has the potential to blow everything out of the water if done right.
Right. As it should. Your child should do better than you.
Correct.
So anything that you make after should be an improvement upon the past.
Absolutely. So, well, that is our show, Adrian. Go the double Y. Look at that. And next week we'll have our little border back next week. I'll be honest. You want to be honest? I just didn't fucking charge my iPad, and that's what I used to do. It's really not that deep because there's only 2 of us.
Right.
See, if I had an assistant, they would have charged the iPad. They'd have been there pressing the buttons for us.
Unless that assistant was chat. GBT. Yeah, you still would have fucking. You still would have left it.
Wait, who? Who's chatting?
Yeah, exactly.
You know who you are.
Anyways, well, that is the show. You can come back and join us tomorrow on other stuff. We got a deep. We're gonna talk about some Pangea, dude, some Himalayan mountains, and who else? Who knows what else, dude? It's a bunch of shit. Cryptids. And if you want to follow the road to Secret Wars, that will take place on Mic Check this week. So again, I said we got a little segment heavy, Adrian, and we have to get our yapping in. You know, our yapping is the most important thing that we do. So,
absolutely.
Well, Adrian, thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
Another amazing hidden gem, another great show. AWOB, another week, another motherfucking banger here with the comic unks themselves, Adrian. The Unaliver, the Silver Fox, Mike, Adrian. We'll see you next week. Peace. Yeah, it was a little fucking anti-climb. Let's try it again. All right, fucking thanks for joining us. We'll see you motherfuckers next week.
Peace.
There we go. So much better.